They fly out.
I mean, I was just getting threatened by Night Lost a lot.
Night lost a lot.
Ah,
Oh no, you lost too much. You need to go back to the Area 1.
yeah, he's threatening me to stop me from continuing forward.
Thanks for the hydrate. Anyway, we are back for another session of the Tales of Lost Souls D&D 5th edition. I will be your DM today, a demon. I am joined by Chaos,
Oh, how demon supremacy, everyone!
Omega,
Hello.
Neza,
Greetings, everyone.
and fellow streamer who's streaming their perspective, Katron.
Sup, everybody? Katron from the Katron Universe here.
Now, last session we got very sidetracked and went down many tangents and only was able to do a couple of things. Additionally, you got a pretty good deal on a scrapped dagger made out of a little bit of scrapped silver, which will last you for the time being, but probably isn't your best solution. But for the deal that they gave you, I hear no complaints.
Why did we need a silver
I mean, I
dagger?
could always give baseless complaints if you want, but
Sorry, why did we need a silver dagger?
Just in case.
Just in case.
I wouldn't say
It'll
we
be used on
need
me.
one.
Just in
But
case.
if we're starting to run into undead, we may want to diverge into alternate metal type weapons.
But yeah, it's pretty much just like a normal dagger, but it has a bit of silver in it, so it allows you to at least bypass the silver requirement. However, so you are aware, it is flimsy, and when you roll to do something, afterwards you will just have to roll a die, and that will depend if it breaks, in a sense, after a few uses.
Sorry, need I remind you guys that you have a blacksmith right here?
Do you have
Oh,
silver
you weren't
ingots?
here!
I mean, first off, do you have
Well-
silver ingots?
You could have just bought some.
There's a reason the dagger we've got is made out of scrap silver.
Yeah, we can't afford actual silver ingots.
No, they didn't have any.
Yeah.
Oh. Thought it's because we couldn't afford it.
No,
Hmm.
silver can be quite pricey when it comes to be used for like metals and all that.
I mean, believe
Well-
me, if I could have bought like a bar of silver, I would have requested a dealer's choice weapon from you and handed it to you so you get a bit of practice with your blacksmithing. But they didn't have that.
Well, you're lucky I can repair the dagger if it breaks. That is a part of my smithing tools.
There is a part of my smithing ability.
I do keep that in mind. But yeah, it will also depend on what enemies you hit it with. Will deem if it's unrepairable as well.
Like a rust monster.
Yeah, because it is literally made with very like small pieces of silver. It is just to
Oh
the
wait,
point...
silver doesn't rust.
Yeah, but it does have iron in it, I'd assume.
Yes, it has iron in
metal.
it as well. So
I think if I were to go look at a rust monster thing, it just says it rusts metal, not specifically iron or steel.
yeah,
or
it
anything.
also does specifically say metals, or I believe it says weapons and shit. Yeah. You are pretty much free to maneuver as you see fit, and I'm gonna double check those monsters.
Where am I?
Oh, there's Monsieur Rat. I lost him.
Apparently not alive yet.
Ah,
Chaos is
Any
about to move.
non-magical weapon made of metal that hits, for those enemies that you face would have just disintegrated in a sense.
Huh.
If I was actually at the time worrying about it.
Fair enough.
anyway, where the fuck am I? I'm not on this map.
Because-
lost
Oh, yeah,
the
you're
void.
not.
Not here. Doth thou
I don't
see
know what you're
me?
talking about.
There you are.
Ah, there we are.
No one has to.
Hey guys, why are they just running around the entire building?
I don't know. They
Well,
just
there's
He's mad
one of it.
about it.
Yeah, there's one of us that's about to be running around it, and you can take a guess at who it is.
I can already tell who it is.
I don't know where their characters disappeared to. Oh, there it is.
You.
Oh, jeez.
I think I've done this wrong.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Whoops.
So, as a reminder, the blacksmith really wants a rat soup for some ungodly reason, and
Oh yeah, that also
I
happened.
mean, I mean,
I want rat soup too.
I can make some. I'm not good at cooking.
Where are you gonna get the rat?
I have my ways. I say as I watch a monster rat running around.
Back to where he started.
Anyway, so what's the
My God.
plan?
Hold on. How did you
How did I do that?
rotate?
I
How
don't
did you
know.
rotate your character?
Stop
I don't
moving.
know. I
it's,
was just
it's,
messing,
Stop moving.
it's pretty easy to do.
Yeah, it is.
I was just messing with the buttons. I wasn't even pressing the mouse. It was the buttons. I don't know how that happened.
Press
Yeah,
R or
if you-
something.
If you.
I
do-
don't even know how to do that.
What is it?
If you select your character and then hold Control and then mouse wheel.
Otherwise,
But that's the
it,
thing. I wasn't holding control.
Yeah, there it is.
I
Otherwise, I
wasn't
think
doing
it's
those though. I was just
shift.
doing the WASD buttons.
otherwise, if it's
You
like shift as
spin
well.
round,
Oh, yeah.
round.
Prepare to be
Okay.
derailed again.
Yeah, I will lock everyone's rotations. Don't worry.
Why? Otherwise, you can't spin right round.
I mean, if we had more
Hey,
direction-defined models, then I'd probably argue against it, but there's no real way to tell which way we're facing.
Yeah, true.
Well, I could add something.
No. Anyway, both me and the big guy clap at the same time. What's the plan? I was about to call one of you boss, but I realized none of you are in charge of me.
I mean,
Please stop being inside of my big guy, please. It's kind of weird.
Well, I believe the plan at this point was just to, I guess, stock up on stuff that we may need for our journey ahead.
yes. Currently, we'll be helping escort a few prisoners up to Kingsville in a few days. So before
yeah,
that happens, so yeah,
Yeah, before that happens, we need to drain the lake.
No, we're not draining the lake.
we're not doing another underwater adventure.
If we drain it, then it won't be underwater.
How about this?
Yeah.
Drink it.
My stomach can't hold it
Yeah.
all.
Exactly my point.
Yes, I'm going to tell you something funny. You can do that yourself.
Aww.
And by yourself, I mean you're having Montserrat help you. Bye-bye.
That's right.
Poor rat.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He's
Have
suspicious.
fun joining the entire lake by yourself. Please.
He's the traitor in the group after all.
Does
I know,
anyone
that
else have
leaves and
anything
no one's
of any real importance to do in the town?
I mean, we can always help the blacksmith get some rat soup.
That is true.
I mean, I can't say I've eaten a rat, but it doesn't exactly sound too appetizing.
No, it's
No
not.
problem.
Unless if you have the right seasonings, it's bland at best.
How do you
No
know?
idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. Rick,
Hmm.
rat tastes delicious.
I'm just concerned on how you know this.
Hey,
I'm saying.
I travel on a ship for the majority of my time existing. Rats are probably the best backup food that one can ever have.
Okay.
However,
Why?
the backup food is still terrible.
That's why
I
it's backup food, not main food.
and I know what rat tastes like because I'm a tiny little fey, and rats are one of the few things that we can hunt. That doesn't have a 10,000% chance of stepping
Are you
on
sure
us.
you thought the rats were your natural enemy?
They are, but they can't fly.
Have
Yeah,
you
but they're
s-
crafty little buggers.
Yeah, but
pretty
we
sure
have.
there's some
But
rats out there that can.
my species is smart and able of crafting poisons.
Damn, you poison your food?
We do, but then we cure it. That's a lot of
Oh, yeah,
dice.
we need to roll test rolls.
What?
Are we
Do
are
it?
we doing the whole test roll thing over here too?
What? Huh?
I'm doing-
Eh? What?
Shit.
Why are you rolling?
You just
Hence
wasted the natural 20.
Yep.
why I'm not wasting all my rolls now.
I don't know if this is going to be a good day for you guys or a bad day for you guys.
Did you
Well,
just
anyway.
roll on random encounters?
No.
I mean, it's simple. If we don't ever leave the town, then it can't ever be a bad day.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it can.
The
Then
lake is
just go
technically in the town.
into town. Chaos, if you suggest going into the lake again, I will drown you. I will give you lungs again.
Fair.
He has lungs, they just don't function.
I'll make them function.
Oh,
Ow.
that's a threat.
How would you make them function?
Technology. And magic.
No machine, son!
Magitech? Is that what I hear?
Yes.
Are we
Hey.
going down that route?
I mean, that's how Big Guy walks around, isn't it?
Technically. This is
Technically.
true.
I feel like if you were to ever get access to a certain spell called Ultima, I think we need to leave.
What's can you spell that out for me?
No, I'm good.
It's a Final Fantasy spell.
Ah. I'll find a homebrew version of it.
It will
Well,
find a homebrew version.
It's up to the DM at that point.
Anyway, so we're in town now, or still a few days away from transporting prisoners to other town.
Yeah. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
we
remember
picked
if we picked up another quest in the meantime. I think we did.
Well, I'm not the one who can pick up quests, so that is entirely on you. But
Well, you
if we
can't pick
don't
up
have
quests?
one,
Wait, you can't pick up quests?
I'm,
Technically, he's not an
not-
adventurer, he's an
Yeah, I-
assistant.
yeah, I'm not an adventurer. I don't have one of the. Do they have a license or a card, or what is it?
I pull up mine. Basically.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
Huh. Neither do I then.
So unless yous have picked something up, we effectively have 3-ish days to what? Kick back, relax, and do whatever in the town?
Yeah, that
Gives
sounds
me
fair.
time to- Gives me time to draw up some blueprints on some things I've been working on.
Yeah, I mean, if you draw up a lot of things, I'm sure once we actually get to the capital, we might be able to get some ingredients for you.
Pretty sure the correct term would be materials, not ingredients.
I
Yeah,
mean, who knows? He might ultimately be an alchemist.
Yeah,
Sure.
tomato, tomato.
Tomato,
You just said
tomato.
the same words twice.
Did I?
Yes.
Maybe this difference is so subtle you didn't notice.
Tomato, tomato.
No, I say tomato and tomato in 2 different languages.
Tomato, potato.
What languages you say then?
Good questions. What languages do I know?
He speaks in Klingon and French.
That'd be funny. Where are my languages at? Languages. I will do it in common and in giant.
Damn, I only understand one of those.
Same.
And then we guess common.
Yeah.
No, giant.
You
I
don't
speak
speak.
common. What are you talking about? I'm joking. I'm joking.
I speak common and primordial. Somehow.
Oh, you speak the prime cordial. Nice.
Yes, primordial. I can
speak-
speak to drinks.
I speak
That's exactly
common.
why the water gem melonstone was yours, because you can speak to them.
You can
The
speak
juice,
to it. You can
the
taste it.
juice that will rule them all.
I speak common, elven, goblin, and sylvan.
Oh, I could have said it in elf, and also you couldn't have understand me.
Elven.
Yeah. Oh, you got Elvin?
Yes, that was the second one I said.
Oh. Yeah, because I got Elvish, not Elvin.
They're the
I
same
think
thing.
Elven and Elvish are supposed to be the same thing.
Such a shame. Oh well.
Nah.
So
No, they're
why-
completely different. Elven is the proper language. Elvish is pretty much just you guesstimating most of the words.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd
Elvin
be-
is like proper posh, and also Elvish is like
Pig
meh.
Latin.
I mean,
Basically.
it'd be the other way around because Elvish is the one that's actually in the player's handbook.
Oh.
Oh,
No, I only see
I
elven.
think Elvin would be like the ancient version.
Okay, so the reason I said elven is because I have trouble saying sh words.
Shulale Flutihonmata.
Huh?
Whoop-a-dibba-dibba-dibba-do.
I just said random gibberish to begin with F. SH.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, plans. Are we waiting until the transport day, or are we working on getting Chaos to get some working lungs so I can drown him?
Thank you for the hydrate, chaos.
I mean, you can work on making some lungs.
We could. The only difficulty is getting Chaos to sit still for more than 2 milliseconds.
I mean, if you can find a way for all of us to breathe on the water, that'd be even better.
It would.
What are you talking about? You don't need to breathe.
Yeah, but I still want to.
You've probably forgotten what breathing even feels like.
It'll probably
yeah.
be like fire in
And
your
here I
chest.
thought, Chaos, you said that you didn't have any points.
I don't. I'm using him as I get him now. I have enough for one more hydrate, then I'll be out again.
Oh no, such a shame.
Thanks for posture. Right, there you go.
So I think the
Anyway.
only thing we'd need that I even think about right now would be getting just more general supplies. Maybe some more
Yeah.
rope, maybe some more water skins, see if we can get some dried meats that'll actually keep or rations.
Oh, on that note, I'll get the water skin that I picked up and also hand it to you. This is the sort of thing that you wanted, right?
Yeah, so that it'd be more so for the cart for if off chance something happens we need to actually take care of the prisoners.
Yeah, that's sure.
Mm.
Yeah,
Was
same
able to
as
get
the
one.
rope for if their bindings come undone, having some extra rope to actually still have them in captivity is probably better.
Yeah. Rope, on the other hand, bit more harder to get my hands on.
Which
You-
type of
you-
rope were you asking for?
Any, really, but they didn't really have any.
I fly into my big guys up
No, you asked
on
about.
the go.
Wasn't it about more chains and that you were asking
Now
about?
I asked for rope.
I fly back out. I fly over to you, hold up some rope like this.
I mean, we got plenty of rope to begin with, but having extra wouldn't be that hard. Wouldn't
Yeah,
be.
like we do have a lot of rope, but I'm saying it's just it might be better to get another thing of it on the off chance that the prisoners break free.
Yeah.
Because if they all wanted to just suddenly break free and band together, at that point the quest is probably failed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
you can
on
always
that note, I did pick up some wooden playing cards and a dice set.
Those be some
Neat.
good finds.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Also, if they do break out, we can just bonk them.
And what are we
Well,
going to use
Ben,
to tie them
really-
up with?
Sinew.
We can use Chaos's intestines. He's not using them.
You know what? That's a fair point.
I don't
No, I
know
I
if
am
there's enough
using them. Thank you very
intestines.
much.
I
I
don't
actually
know if there's
am
enough
using them.
intestines in a person to effectively immobilize. How many people was there? 7, 8?
You probably would be able to immobilize at least 5 people with
do-
intestines.
Actually,
I'll have
you
you
can
know that
wrap,
I am using them.
actually you can wrap your intestines around the world about 3 times.
No, that's in blood veins, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Was
blood
that blood
veins.
veins?
Yeah,
And-
intestines
or
go up
nerves.
to the size of a football field.
I thought it was
It was
longer
either
than
blood
that.
veins or
Though.
nerves.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it's only 22 feet for the small intestine.
We're talking about the small and large intestine.
But
Well, that's
I will say that it is more than 5 prisoners.
Besides, we'll be fine.
Yeah, hence why I was saying we should probably get a backup rope.
I have 50 feet of rope.
I think most of us have 50 feet of rope.
Exactly.
Well, I have 100, so
Okay, okay, mister.
How much
Can you
do I have?
approximately how much rope you got?
Yeah, I got 50. Oh
I mean, truth
my
be
God.
told, I wouldn't mind seeing if I can upgrade the rope to a nice silken rope, but that may have to wait to the cabin.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Besides, does it state that the prisoners need to come there with all their limbs attached?
Oh, no, they just need to. So, according to the wording, we figured it out that it needs to be a minimum 1 left alive.
See,
Okay,
so
okay.
if they do try to
Why?
run, big guy here will break their knees and possibly
I
hands.
feel like there would be a detriment if they are physically unable to walk on their own.
We
Unless
can
you're willing
fix
to
that.
carry them.
You're a paladin. You can heal.
But regeneration, that's an entirely different thing.
You sort
Yeah,
of torture them, don't
healing
you?
and regenerating broken bones is 2 entirely separate matters.
Besides, you also have a cleric. I think you're a cleric. Are you a
I'm
cleric?
indeed a cleric.
The undead is a cleric, yes.
See, you have a cleric as well. Broken bones should be no problem.
It's entirely up to the big man in the sky whether or not healing would actually mend broken bones.
I'm not going to heal
Because
someone.
I feel like if we have the capabilities of healing, we'd know if we can do something like that.
I'm not going to heal someone simply so you can keep torturing them. That's my job.
Yeah.
I,
From my
I
understanding
will
of healing,
mention at the levels that you currently have it, no.
Yeah, I didn't think
Oh,
so.
I don't know that. I'm not a religious person.
Yeah, but you would know how to use healing technologies.
This is cure wounds, like wounds. Broken bones aren't technically wounds.
yeah, but
Yeah.
healing magic is known to heal like minor fractions. Anything which is like
Yeah,
a
fractures,
lost
not replace limbs.
Yeah, replacing limbs requires regeneration.
Yeah,
While
regenerations or
yeah.
possibly the heal spell, but I don't quite have access to level 7 spell, so
Yeah,
I can't say I've had
while-
personal experience with that.
from what I remember, according to the lethal injuries table, if you get a broken limb, any sort of magic, if you get like a broken bone, like broken ribs and stuff, any sort of healing magic instantly removes the effect.
Oh.
I remember
Yeah.
reading that for stuff like bleeding, but not necessarily like entirely broken bones.
Yeah,
Are you there?
Yeah, there is a thing where you every time you get hit with a critical hit, you roll an additional d20, and then it gets suffered by one of the following effects. One of them is like broken ribs and like losing an eye and that sort of thing. And also for some of them, it's like you need like lesser restoration, normal heal, any sort of healing magic, and to get your arm back, you can either use a regeneration or wish, or similar sort of magic.
Which is also far above what we have the capabilities of doing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we should get back to preparing to get these
Yeah,
prisoners.
enough talk
shouldn't
about torturing the poor bandits who have actually surrendered.
Well, they seem to have surrendered, but this could most likely be a trick, remember?
Yes, I believe we went over. Yes,
Yeah,
I believe everybody agrees that this is a trick by the bandits.
yeah, but
Actually,
I don't want.
yeah. On that
I'd be
note, how about we check out the area they were captured in?
Yeah, do we know that area? know
No,
where
we
they-
can figure it out though by asking people.
Weren't we gonna talk about go talk to the person who could have known about the merchant that passed through?
Oh yeah, that was also another thing.
The merchant?
Yes, this is
Someone,
apparently really important.
a merchant passed through with red crystals,
The same ones that we found in the cave.
potentially.
Did you also mention the how long ago that was?
A few days. They were
Yes,
heading towards the capital.
From what I've been told, a few days ago was also when the bandits surrendered. There might be a huge coincidence there, but those are two pretty big events happening at the same time.
Also, can you explain a bit further about these red crystals?
Well, they're
Oh.
crystals and they're red.
They were
Rubies?
used as some sort of advanced chalk for circle incantations.
To summon demons.
Would I know anything about this?
Raw Arcana.
Yes.
You would know that you would know that there is a kind of rare type of crystal that is used with magical circles and things alike, and magical equipment, like mana crystals, mana stones. It goes by a few different names depending on the region that it comes from.
And the
But
dialect.
you wouldn't know the specifics of it without looking at the specific crystals that they use. Additionally, you wouldn't. Yes?
Would he need to look directly at the crystals or the dust itself?
Because I believe we have both.
Indeed, we do. I think. I know I have dust.
I do remember
He
picking up at
would
least a
to-
gemstone.
To know a decent of it, it would probably be the actual crystal. The crystal dust would only confirm or deny.
His current theories.
Do you have one of the crystals?
I believe I did pick one up. Here it is.
I think the only one I've had the pleasure of picking up I actually handed in so people in charge could actually take a closer look, because whatever's happening with them is beyond me.
I would most definitely be requiring solid, not dust.
I mean, fair.
Anyway, if you happen to find any of these red crystals in pure form, not dust, I would love to have a look at them. See if I can integrate it into tech.
Knowing our luck, it's not going to be too long before we run into more of them anyway.
And knowing
This
our luck
is
integrating into
true.
tech- And knowing our luck integrating into tech, it's probably not a good idea.
Knowing our luck, it's probably going to be beneficial for us.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I could give,
it'll suddenly turn its back on us at
give-
one key point.
I could give each of you a gun.
A
You would
gun, you
trust
say?
you would trust me with one of those.
I'll give you a Nerf gun.
That's probably for the best.
Actually,
I
no,
mean,
you
I don't think
can't.
I'd be too handy with a gun. On that note, do I even know what a gun would be in this world?
No,
Do guns exist in this world?
not as far as you're aware.
I could make a projectile launcher.
Crossbow?
Better.
An advanced crossbow.
You two would know what a gun is.
True.
I mean, I can go down the list. It's like catapult, cannon, a miniature cannon, a hand
Hand
cannon.
A
That's it.
ballista, mini ballista, handheld ballista, giant
Those are
ballista.
just crossbows.
Anyway,
These ones are wall-mounted siege weapons.
anyway, are we going to go look at the area these people were captured at, or figure out where they were captured?
Yeah, might as well.
Cool,
Right,
cool,
if-
cool.
We've got time to waste, so we might as well.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Please get out, sir. Please do not step inside me again. Where did they go?
No, stop eating your
They-
companions.
I haven't moved, so that is entirely not on me.
Yeah, anyway.
So the question now remains: is who would have such information?
Town guard.
God.
That is true. Where is the town guard?
Where are all the guards? I have not seen
There's
one.
one over here.
There's a few town guards about.
There's one
Oh, they
over
are
to our
spread.
I
right.
just don't.
And
There,
there's
there are a
one-
few about. I just don't have 1,000 tokens down.
There's
Yeah.
one this way, and then there's one this way.
How do you know this information?
I know exactly how to stay away from the people I shouldn't be near.
And thus we're
Okay,
going
yeah.
towards them.
I'll let you guys do the talking.
Smart.
I'm good at the talking when it comes to people who are enemies or could potentially be enemies.
No,
People
you're
who are
like
allies, not so
no.
much.
Here's the thing: you're great at putting people off.
I mean,
Well, that's
considering
true,
the
yeah.
only icon we can see is Monsieur Rat, how does he have time to write all of this?
Really? Wait, you can see Monitor Rat? I'm on top of the I can see mine, but not on Monitor Rat.
Yeah,
No, I can only see the rat.
Anyway, who's going to do the talking?
who has the higher charisma? Oh wait, we've already
Oh.
figured this out. It's chaos.
My charisma is +1.
Oh, I'm also a +1.
It was the rat.
Oh, yeah, the rat has the highest charisma.
Oh,
No,
God.
didn't he talk to the guards in the last
most-
session as well?
Monitor Rat's
Actually,
+1 charisma as well.
actually, do you want to know who
No.
has the highest charisma?
Yes.
It's either me or Velden, isn't it?
With a
No, I
pl-
can't.
With a +3
It
man.
can't. It can't be because both of my spellcasting classes are charisma.
So, do you want to talk to them or?
I mean, I might as well. There's like a human barricade between me and him right now.
Yeah, they're just like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, everyone just walks up to the guard. There's just like huge barrier. Just right, our mistake. They just step apart as like tiny little bloody halfling.
Dramatic entrance. Dramatic entrance.
master.
It has to be a dramatic entrance.
Right.
What do you want
Yeah,
us to do about it, boss?
I'm not the boss of you.
We can pretend
Technically, I still don't even know who is the boss of the group.
there isn't one. If anyone is, it's
You
all.
know... No, you know what? I know who the boss is.
Monitor Rat.
Mushu. No.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
Mushu is the
finally.
boss. Monitor Rat is the mascot.
Wow.
I mean, with how much the chat loved him last session, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Anyway, Velden, communicate with this
Yes,
guard.
in any case, I will give the guard a friendly wave and say greetings.
The guard would look towards your entourage then towards you and go, you have a way of entering, don't you?
Well, that wasn't entirely up to me.
I mean, granted, we did it by accident.
But yes, my friends here and I have sort of taken a look into. It was like a bounty or a mission to help escort some bandits to the capital.
Ah, yes.
And we were wondering if we could possibly take a look at the place where the bandits got caught.
Where they got caught.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely privy to the knowledge myself. From what I heard, they got caught preparing to do an ambush on the road just out of town.
How far out of town?
Doesn't the contract, or not contract, but the bounty state that they actually gave themselves up?
It was the information that we got from the people surrounding the bounty, from the looks of it.
Like he said, he's not privy. All that he knows is that they were captured approximately this location, about an hour or two out of town.
Conflicting information. But then again, what we could have gotten is second-hand information, which is unreliable.
Yeah,
which is why
he wasn't there.
Yes,
Yeah,
which is
that is
why it's
true.
better for us to actually, verify this ourselves, if it's even possible. I don't know if it's technically against the law here to go and take a look or anything.
It is a public area. I will just say, however, the adventurers and those that are usually at the fort at this time of day were the ones that were involved. I'm just a patrol. I just patrol town.
Then they will have probably better information.
Whereabouts would those adventurers lie?
If they're not at the tavern, they might be down at the little makeshift campsite that they make themselves here and there.
You mean the place where that Sage went to last session?
I got beer
Well, we
up
aren't
there
aware of
now
where that is.
tomorrow.
Wait, well, I didn't see them at the tavern, so I guess we're gonna have to look for that makeshift camp.
It's probably over by the lake. A nice calming spot after a drunken passed out type situation.
It's not the lake that this one wants us to go to, is it? And I'll sort of gesture my thumb over to Chaos.
I mean, currently it's the only lake that is around.
I wouldn't be able to tell you that.
Is it that lake over there? I point to the lake.
Yeah, so I'll turn to Chaos. Was there a campsite next to your lake?
I mean, I can very clearly see it from here.
There's a building in my way, so I can't.
So you can see it. It's right here.
Yeah, but I'm looking for a one that's next to a lake, and I can't see the lake right now.
Fair enough.
That, in my perception, is awfully low.
I don't think we camped near the lake, no.
Okay, so it's not your one. That's good.
Yeah, we
Camp
we
at all?
parked up, didn't we?
How many lakes are in the area? I turn to the guard.
He holds up a hand with one finger.
So it is the one that Chaos was talking about.
Oh, it's the one I swim in. Nice.
Chaos?
See, I told you
want
we
you
should
to-
drain it.
All of a sudden, I don't think it's a good idea to go and see these adventurers.
Chaos? Remember what I said if you ever brought up the lake again?
I didn't bring it up. I just continued the conversation.
One more chance.
You need better
In any
wording.
case, I will thank the guard for his time, and then I'll then ask Chaos where the lake is then.
This way.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about it. Sorry.
Directions
Look.
isn't talking about it.
Yeah, lucky for you, we can kind of see it.
What the hell is he doing?
Taking the scenic route.
Yeah, apparently running over each and every single tent, trampling them all in the process.
I went around
Or-
most of them.
Or can you tell me, why is that one following you?
Honestly, I have no clue.
Boredom.
I thought you fed
Most,
him.
You just
most definitely.
you just whisper, it's like, yeah, boredom.
Yeah,
I thought it's because you fed him.
That too.
I did not feed him. He fed himself. He fed Mushu.
He's undead. How can he eat?
With great skill.
Wasn't Tiberius the one that fed him?
Yep.
Someone fed me. And I
Who
haven't
in the
told
nine?
anyone since.
Who in the nine hells is that?
Is who?
Tiberius.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
I
we don't talk about him.
I would sort of shrug and say, I have no clue either.
Oh,
Apparently,
hail,
they want to
Tiberius.
remain tight-lipped on him.
Oh, hail.
If you're lucky, we may be able to see him sometime in the future. Don't ask me about when. He kind of does his own thing.
Mm-hmm. He's so
Anyway, are there any adventurers around here?
yes, you'd be able to see a couple through the tent ways.
We also see Sage pass the fuck out.
No, not at all.
Ah, where'd they go?
Two.
Guys, not to
Yeah.
alarm you, I think there might be a false Hydra around here.
Damn it! How did he know?
False Hydra. Oh, that thing. Right.
Yeah,
That.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
say,
yeah.
oh, that thing, then you don't know what it is.
I do.
I mean, here's the thing. If you know about False Hydra, then clearly it's not doing its job properly.
Exactly.
No, see, I am unaffected because I'm too smart. And also maybe insane. The doctors haven't gotten back to me yet.
The
You've been
doctors
tested.
probably have killed themselves trying to figure it out.
Oh, Hydras
so
aren't
good.
actually high VC as I thought they were.
False Hydra.
No, just Hydra.
Normal Hydra? Yeah, they're actually like pretty low CR compared to how dangerous they are.
Does anyone even have access to fire right now? Like fire-related
Yes.
skills or magic?
Yes,
Oh,
I have Firebolt.
okay. Just
I
that.
also
Yeah, that'll
have
do.
I also have Grease. Combine the two, that's basically Fireball.
I mean, I
You
think it'd
probably
be more
need
like,
to store one in a jar first.
I mean, I've seen that be described as homemade firewall, but considering
Yeah,
that's
that also works,
concentration
yeah.
now.
I mean, Molotov cocktail is basically a small fireball.
Exactly. Anyway, Velden, go talk to the people. You're the one who's apparently most charismatic here.
I don't see anyone to actually walk up to talk to.
They're in the tents. Open
yeah.
your eyes.
The,
I'll,
the 10. There's like
I'll
8
make,
of them.
I'll make life easier for you. I'll throw actual tokens down in the tent side, said the other thing.
Hey, I think this one over here. I think Alf is dead because he has a skull next to his face.
Oh, that was that character. I'm just grabbing old models. Leave me alone.
Actually, say the tent, but there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them out here?
Well, open your eyes and you'll see people.
It's like they're magically appearing in front of my very eyes.
It's almost as if we can see through walls.
It's as if the wind blew the door open slightly.
Anyway, Velden, go speak because you're
Oh.
apparently the most charismatic here.
Wonder what that
Well,
says
I
about
guess
that.
which of the two groups looks stronger, I guess? Or would that be a perception roll?
How about which of the two groups actually look like they won the conversation?
That'd be
Won the
perception.
conversation.
A perception? Perception.
Yeah, boy, Sandry. Okay.
It
Thanks,
seems like we're
Karen.
all on perception now.
I'm supposed to have low perception, man.
You roll that 20.
You'd
Roll
know
good or something.
with your 20s and 21s, even your 15s, you would notice that they are all a little bit drunk. This one in particular seems to be really annoyed at the moment. I don't know why,
So
but
avoid that tent.
because it seems like he's just had to put someone in his place, kind of thing. This one seems like he wants to go, kind of, have a nap, as though he woke up, has a splitting headache, forced to cast magic, and now wants to go back to sleep.
Man, so someone who's annoyed or someone who has a hangover. This isn't gonna go well no matter which one I pick, huh?
Which one do you think I should? Which one do you think I should not
also,
be around more?
each-
Probably hangover would be better.
Also, each one of these adventurers all seem to be having the same seal on them, as if though they are of the same adventurers group, but have just split up because they're a big group.
Do you have a copy of that contract, Ulrich?
I
Actually,
believe
Should I
so.
be calling it a contract or a bounty?
Probably bounty would be a better name for it.
Okay.
I should have a bounty copy given to me by the guild, and here it is. And also, I hand it over to you.
Okay, so I'll take it, and then I will, I guess, walk up to the tent that's closest to me. Is there some type of door or anything on it?
Nope.
Introduction knock.
I mean, that'd be the hardest part, but nothing to knock on.
Hmm.
So I'll sort of clear my throat a bit and I'll say, hello?
Someone else came to disturb our rest there.
I mean, hopefully not for too long.
That's what
I was just curious if you were the adventurers group that took care of the bandits that were sort of close by.
Oh yeah, we've dealt with it. We helped deal with them.
Yeah, we were told that they sort of got surrendered over, but we did want to have a bit of a look at the area that they did supposedly surrender, see if we can pick up anything that's fishy or anything. I was wondering if you knew where that was.
Firstly, they did surrender, but only after we fell some of their men. Secondly, as for where they were, I can't really say it was anything of note. The only thing I would say is that it was more just a forest with what seemed to be a cave-like area.
A cave, you say?
We looked inside the cave, it just seemed to be one tight room, and it was just chairs, tables, a few notes. We pretty much stripped it of everything and took it all with us. So there's nothing really left there.
You could always have overlooked something.
Yeah, that's
Sure,
fair
sure.
enough. But would you mind if we took a look at it anyway, or do you feel that would just sort of, I guess, undermine your searching?
I got paid to be there. Beyond that, I don't really care.
So, how many bandits were there before they surrendered?
How many bandits were there before they surrender? He'll take a moment to have a think, as he would slowly raise his hands, and he would slowly start like counting to himself. He counts for a few minutes, and he's like, I can't really say they're a small group. They were getting to a point of maybe being considered a small army.
Oh, that's actually pretty big.
Yeah, it sounds like you had your work cut out for you then.
Hey, when the gods guide, we must just deliver their word.
They're slurring their words at the moment.
Oi, you tried drinking for 4 days straight.
I'm not an
We're
idiot,
not
so I won't
alcoholics.
do that.
We may have someone who actually would attempt to take you up on that offer. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
whether
It would
put them through,
succeed
but
very well.
Yeah, there's this weird looking ugly cat thing. I've
Well,
seen
that
it.
and chaos.
That sounds
Yeah,
like someone I just not long had to deal with.
I could probably.
Oh,
well, I was wondering where he got off to. I hope he wasn't too much trouble for you.
Nah, I just patched up his wounds a bit after the boss over there beat him black and blue.
oh, you didn't drown him in the lake?
No, that would be going a bit too far. I don't want to lose my license.
Well, do you know where he is so we can at least, I don't know, take him off your hands, bring him to the actual inn?
Last
is
I
he wanted
knew,
off
I think he was trying to drag himself back. And then I think a guard came and saw and took him back.
So he's back at the end already.
Or he's still lying over there in the dirt.
Oh, I don't see him.
Or he's in the.
Yeah, so was there anything weird about the bandits when you were fighting them?
I would say that no matter how many fell, they didn't seem to care. As if though something
bandits don't-
else was driving them.
Bandits do normally not care about their own.
No, that's true.
What about the notes you said that you found?
Can't really say much about it. Not in a language I could read.
And
It's
here
fine
we
if
have
we-
to read.
Is it
Mind if we
possible
have a
could,
read of them?
Yeah, either get a read or a copy of it?
Sorry. The fort has all that. They classified it as evidence.
Of course I do.
Well, since we are taking up that voyaging thing, I think that has grounds for us to know more about who we're transporting.
Well, I
So
can
we
at least
do-
tell you who that leader is.
Ah, that will be handy.
Oh, you have that information?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be very good to know.
His name, his name's John, but for everything that he's done, people call him the Sinner.
John the Sinner.
Not to be confused with John the Baptist.
Not to be confused with John the what the fuck.
John the English.
Hey, I didn't name these people.
Yes, you did. You're the DM.
DM? What's that?
Yeah.
I was making the meta joke. Don't worry about
Yeah, I know.
So you're being a
Yeah,
bit of a
so-
Deadpool there, were you?
it. Hey, somebody gets it.
I'll sort of turn it to
I
my
feel
companion.
floats
Is there
down.
anything else that we'd want to ask?
I don't think so. I mean, did we get the
Nothing comes to
information of where
mind.
did we
Okay,
get the information
so-
of where they were arrested? Like, more exact locations so we can go investigate in case there's anything they miss?
Well, if it's in a public place somewhere around the outside of town, there might not be any key markings or locations. Because if it was in an ambush, like, it wouldn't be around there anyway. But
Yeah. What road were they ambushing?
The road. The one between here and Darkbrook.
Here in
They were
Darkbrook.
waiting for us.
It's weird that there was a bandit on every road traveling up to Kingsfall.
They're bandits. They
It's-
breed like
I
That'd be-
have heard that they have become extremely active as of late.
Yeah, the possibility of that happening on every road is practically close to 1%.
Look, knowing your luck and this group's luck, it's nearly 100%.
Do you know what? Fair.
Man, you sound
Yeah,
like how I was in my youth.
Yeah, all of you guys have some type of trouble magnet, and oh boy, it's always pointing towards danger.
Nah, that's just chaos, and they go towards danger. We just follow for some goddamn reason.
Akil kind of looks at the, I'm assuming the dragonborn who spoke. How
Yep.
old are you?
How old am I? I'm 50.
Oh, you're young.
In human terms.
Yeah, I'm a sprite. Age is kind of meaningless to me.
No, I believe you
Age
only
is
live until
meaningless.
150.
I die when I die. I don't really age.
No, you have a
You-
lifespan.
Wow,
You have a
metaphor for life
lifespan.
there.
You don't age until I think like the last 20 years of your
Years.
life.
Yeah. But then you super age during that time.
Then turn to dust.
Pretty much.
Okay,
He just
well,
shut up and it's like, oh, okay.
so thank you all so much for your time and your information,
No problem.
and I'll sort of step forward and I'll hand him 3 gold pieces, which would be one piece for each.
Why, thank you. This will be able to help us go another day of drinking.
I mean,
Why are you
information is
endorsing the
valuable.
habits?
It is fair that you get your share of it.
I was very reading about it.
So we can stop
Anyway.
surrounding the tent now?
I
Yes.
don't know why you are
Anyway.
anyway.
Anyway, we'll
It's
see
so
you
that
later.
we can hear the conversation. Anyway.
Anyway, we'll see
Precaution.
you
Uh,
later.
I will bid them
As I
good
walk-
day, and then I will start moving away.
As I walk away, I'm going to drop a small rock on the floor using my magical tinkering ability. I drop a small rock and it starts screeching after a minute.
Why?
Why?
Why
I'm
are
a
you
fairy.
like
I'm a fairy. We love tricks.
That's not a trick. That's
The
just me.
object continuously emits your choice of an odor or a non-verbal sound.
Yes.
Screeching. Screeching is non-verbal.
Yeah. You know, like metal on metal. Nails on
Nails on a
chalkboard.
chalkboard.
Nah, it
shows
doesn't.
probably it lasts indefinitely. Oh god.
And
I
let's
mean,
say
here's
you
the
find
thing.
it. And
If we just released a bad odor, it would have been so much more worse because, like, oh god, where's that odor coming from?
Yeah, but with noise they
Bad.
can trace it down. So yeah, that odor would have been worse.
Well, unfortunately, I have no clue what you're doing, so
Yeah.
I can't think of any objections to that because you just drop an object on the ground. I have no clue.
and it's
So-
literally like a rock as well.
It's like, so, next course of action would be the main guard quarters place.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep, so now we need to find those, but I think they're at the other side of the town entirely.
Oh yeah, so we have to go
Well,
through 2 loading zones.
Yeah. Or we can go, hey DM, can we jump 2 loading zones?
Move to the edge of this map, then I'll think about it.
Thank you.
Which direction? Which edge do you want us to move towards?
Not the water.
Away from the water.
I did ping it.
Oh, the ping didn't even show up for me.
It didn't show up for me either.
Yeah, like if your pings happen off screen, I could like a very brief arrow, then unless I'm paying attention, I can't see it. Oh, there.
Oh, so through there?
Oh,
Okay.
I mean,
That's not the edge,
I was pinging the direction.
which is behind me.
Okay. I then have to scene 3. And
I like to imagine we get to about here, then the rock starts making the screeching sound.
Oh god, I can hear that from here.
No, you can't. It can only be heard from 10 feet away.
His sanity was left there. That's how we can hear it.
I mean,
Nice.
also,
Yes.
Enhanced hearing, motherfucker.
also to be fair, when it's tapped is when that message would come out.
Not sure. Oh god, they just walk out. They accidentally step on it.
Yeah, you just tuck it away in like I don't know, like a bedroll or something. They just pick it up because I've technically tapped it.
Ulrich,
Their bedrolls
I-
just start screaming at them.
are you a combination of Daredevil and Deadpool?
Who the fuck knows?
Who the fuck are they?
Daredevil's a blind guy who knows martial art. He's a master of martial arts. Deadpool's
I'm making
Deadpool.
a joke. I know who they are. Akio wouldn't.
It's actually a combination of them. That's goddamn terrifying.
Well, if he's a combination of those two, am I technically a combination of Iron Man and Deadpool?
Try not to give me nightmares, please.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm more of a combination of Spider-Man and Deadpool. Well, this one over here is a Spider-Man of a mixture of Iron Man and Deadpool.
What would I be?
A
Deadpool.
corpse.
Again, just Deadpool.
Oh, hey, look, I think I found the castle, guys.
All I can see over in that direction is trees.
I know that would be
Wow,
above the
that is a
trees.
big ass castle.
Yeah.
It's a
Also,
fort.
there's no road leading directly to it, unless we. No, there is no road leading directly to it.
No, there isn't.
I'm quite aware.
How interesting.
There is a god here.
There is indeed. We
Let's
shall
go visit
talk
them.
to him.
Let's get him. Damn.
Can I help you?
Hey, ho.
Hello?
I don't know why we went to the garden instead of the actual place, but
I'm just following the.
Hey, so we are signed up to help escort the prisoners to King's Fall. So
I
we
see
were
you're a few
wondering if
days
we can-
early.
I mean, we wanted to get some information about them, know who we're dealing with, essentially, before the actual thing.
I see. As I get surrounded.
Yeah, I
Don't
went a bit
worry,
too
we're
far.
not gonna do anything. We're harmless.
Yeah, you can't trust the Fae. They are always lying.
I'm
What?
not
I
Fae.
would never.
That's a lie.
Also, Ulrich, I'll have you know that that is a thing we call racism.
It's only racism if it's not true.
Exactly.
Touche.
wow.
So,
So yeah, we were looking for the paths of getting to the keep
yes,
guardhouse.
we don't
That's
have
everything?
we don't have a full on road tour, because then it makes it harder to get like carriages to the door, in case you know.
Yeah, but that also means having a hard time getting people out.
Yeah, but we have training for it, and no one usually
What about
leaves
like an
unless they're dead.
emergency? But anyway,
Yeah, the door's over there.
he just points
He points
to where along this wall.
to a giant, to a word of
Yes.
door. Hold on, can I make it?
Hey, Charles,
I don't see word of door.
I see
hey,
word
Charles, I
of
think he's
door.
going to the. I think he's going to the neon sign over here.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a giant
Yeah,
neon
the floating
sign.
neon sign.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't see that before because I was zoomed out.
Well, that's pretty rude, but I think I've got it backwards. So
I'm also pretty sure you can't see anything because you're blind.
Also, if you actually look there, it does have a door symbol.
It
Oh
does
yeah, it's
say-
very small.
Yeah, I can't make that bigger.
Thank you. We'll probably start making our way over there.
Thank you, random human.
Man, that thing reminds me of my aunt.
You
What?
hear that? You're old.
I am old enough to be.
That thing?
You don't know what an aunt is?
No, that thing reminds me of my aunt.
uh,
Well,
funny.
it's smart to never use a face actual species name because we can use that against you. You know something you shouldn't know.
I mean, I imagine thing would also be seen as pretty rude.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Oh,
Anyway,
who
should
goes
I
there?
use?
Hey, we're a bunch of adventurers who took up the quest to escort the prisoners to Kingsville. We just wanted to see the people that we were understand more about the people that we're escorting. See if there's any like potential dangers.
I
Yeah, like
see.
irritating the art.
Well, as far as I have been told, if anyone comes here for said escorting quests before the scheduled date, to tell them to come back at the scheduled date. You are being paid not to ask questions, but to do a job.
I raise my hand.
Understandable. It's kind of
Should I ask something?
He looks towards you.
I go, I have been known for very poor impulse control. We need to know whether they'll irritate me enough whether I'll kill them or not.
Yeah, and also how can we be efficient at our jobs if we don't know like how many people are going to be there?
And who we're
If there's any
working
sort of allergies that we need to be aware of.
You, as far as you need to know, you are filling slots to help better secure these prisoners with different skills than what us knights would have. The amount of people you need to escort, you don't need to know. Just know that it is more than 50.
But
Okay, I can deal with that.
can we at least communicate with you so we know the like formation we're going to be using? Because if we just show up and not know it,
We aren't the
anything,
ones
that
doing the
won't help.
escorts. The ones that are going to be coming in. That is why you're not being paid to ask questions, just to show up and do your job.
But we're not being paid not to ask questions either.
I mean, he's got a point.
I mean, have you never done a contract that offers you... Hold on, how much is it? 40 platinum pieces. It is implied not to ask questions, you're imbecile.
I
But
mean,
if it's
have
not
I ever done a
stated in the contract, I'm not
No.
breaking it. But if it's not stated in the contract, you're not paying me not to ask questions. So therefore, I'm not breaking contract.
I mean, we have a Fae who knows a lot about contracts.
And I'm insane.
Hi.
And we can also cancel your contract as your employee.
You wouldn't.
Not underneath improper grounds.
Also, have we signed anything yet?
Technically, no. We're only on a waiting list.
See, we haven't signed a contract yet, so you can't fire us until we sign.
We can remove you from the fucking waiting list. And that also means you aren't being paid to do this job yet. So why are you asking? It's not your problem.
We ask too many uncomfortable questions. Well, technically I do, and these guys just accommodate me.
I
don't
still
accommodate-
hear. I'm still hearing you aren't on the you aren't the contract. So why are you asking things that don't involve you? That's a good way to be, given treason and executed by the crown.
It's not
Like I
treason
said,
if we're not
talking
loyal
about-
to the kingdom.
It is if you what is it? It is if you are affecting our operations.
No, treason is when you're working with someone and then betray them. We're not technically part of your
Are
organization.
you a noble?
No, I'm dead.
Then as far as everyone's gonna care, we charge you with treason, you're dead.
Or I could be a noble. Noble pain in
Chaos?
the ass.
Chaos?
Yes.
I think they have proven their point.
But okay. Yes, boss.
I am saying this for your own good. Don't overstep your bounds. There are some knights that come from noble background that got sent here. They don't like dealing with commoners. They will
Very rude.
they
I'm not a
will
commoner.
they will send you to a gallows, no questions asked, using their family's influence. There is nothing we can do.
When becoming a knight, don't they lose all rights of being a noble?
That doesn't mean that doesn't mean that they leave their family.
Unless the family kicked them out.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I don't know their background. As far they still use their family's influence, some of them, so they still have ties to their family. Becoming a knight doesn't mean you stop having a family.
Does if they become an orphan.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
That is a very morbid way of thinking about that.
Yeah. Like this knight's trying to tell you situations that if you keep pushing for answers without, being here for the thing, that you're going to end up probably getting yourself into big trouble. That is what he's trying to imply with all this.
Hence why my character walked away.
Yeah, I
Take
know.
that fucking hint,
I
guys.
noticed.
You think I care about trouble?
I
Well,
mean,
you
if
care
Chaos is
about
gonna,
trouble if it comes from me.
if Chaos is
True.
going to start something, I'm here to drag him away. That's why I'm sticking around.
Well, maybe you should stop. You might be in trouble with the church.
Why would the
Church loves
church get
me.
involved in this?
Yeah, the church loves me.
I don't think that's true, Chaos.
Well, they love to hate
Also,
me,
how
so
am I-
therefore they love me.
Also, how am I talking right now? I am nowhere near you guys.
We all have a bit of Deadpool in us.
Well, anyway, thank you for the small amount of time that you were able to give us.
If you want more information, I would
Wait
just...
until the date.
Yes. Otherwise, they may get some loose lips at the inn at certain times of the night. Especially now that people are calming down and lowering said guard as he whispers this to you.
I'll be sure to drink my worries away.
Just be careful not to piss anyone off.
You hear that, Chaos? No drinks for you.
I think that's going to be
Okay.
an impossibility with him around.
Don't worry, instead of having drinks, just let me feed Mushu cake.
If it
That's-
will shut you up.
That's also going to be trouble.
So you just need to choose which trouble's less.
As long as it's carrot cake, it should be fine.
That's what got him last time. What do you mean?
Oh shit, it is. Carrot
I-
cake
I-
doesn't have any sugar in it.
Doesn't matter, it's cake. Wait, if the mere thinking of sugar got him of having consumed sugar got him like that, what would happen if he actually did consume sugar?
And you don't know. People might have put sugar into that carrot cake. Never said it
How should I
tastes good.
know if
You know what? Fruit bread. You can give him fruit bread.
Fair.
So, what do you do
because
now?
Chaos is just painting a picture?
I noticed.
What the hell?
Did I miss something? There we go.
Start heading to the tavern. Come on.
I think that's
Yeah, I am leaving.
I need to actually start dragging you around, Chaos.
No, I'm coming.
I mean, he's currently doing the funky dance move.
Oh, you don't seem to be moving any closer to where we need to go.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm ahead of you.
he's just doing guidance. That's how he's casting his spells. From now on, he has to do a dance.
He needs to do the spooky month dance.
No.
Thriller!
He needs to play. He needs to play Dance Dance Revolution to cast spells.
My
I
god.
would love that. I would
Arrows
love
start
that.
falling from the sky.
I can't do that in real life. I suck at dancing in real life, but in game, I would love that.
No, you've got to get a
Every-
webcam. You've got to get some dancing shoes and a game console. There you go. You want to cast spells? There you go. That's the requirements.
Do you want me to do
We'll
Bad.
send you.
All of your spell
Yeah.
components are replaced with Dance Dance Revolution.
No. Chaos. We'll send you the Mario Dance Dance Revolution game they made for the GameCube.
What's a
Holy
game?
shit, that's a thing.
Yes.
What's a GameCube?
You don't know what a GameCube
it is?
is? Did I hear that right?
I mean,
Oh,
he's
that
younger than the
thing.
rest of us.
Okay, no. I remember that thing. I had
He's
when I was,
older
like,
than me!
4. I had that thing when I was like 4. I haven't had it since.
I was gonna say, man.
And the dance mat for that alone is like $60.
That's cheap compared to today's prices for games.
That's just the mat. That's not the game.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, you hanging back to the other scene?
Yes.
Yeah. I will be following the rest of the guys, but I just need to feed the animals, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Fair.
Alright, back to the tavern. Oh god, this guy's moving quick. Look at him go.
It's like he's issuing a dance challenge to Chaos.
No, it's almost like he's a Pokemon trainer. He's waiting for you to walk in his path. Oh, never mind, he's not. I think he heard me.
Oh, here we go. I have a feeling we should probably leave these two out.
Yeah. Let's leave these two to their mating dance. Oh, another one started. Oh no,
It's
same
the
guy.
same.
I thought it was a different one.
Chaos is just getting circled. That's fine.
Yeah, you know, this is normal behavior for him.
Hey, whenever I do, I can't remember.
Anyway, how the fuck do we get into this tavern again?
Here. Are you all going in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
Sorry, I don't exist yet.
What do you mean? You don't exist. Oh god, I got
What?
fucking hiccups.
I don't have a token on this map.
Oh yeah, you do. What do you mean? You're just where is that?
Oh, hello. Sorry,
Going
guys.
over there.
I have no idea. God put me over there for some reason.
My god, I got fucking hiccups.
Anyway, do we still own? Or do we still have those rooms from last time? Or are we gonna have to pay again?
I would say you have them.
Cool.
Okay, Tron.
Alright.
He went to go feed his animals, remember?
Right.
That's so he just started playing for his mic.
Yeah, a show star playing for his mic.
Probably an ad.
What happened there?
What's
Hey
up?
guys.
Oh hey.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Did you have an ad playing or something?
Apparently.
Hmm.
I have no idea what that was.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Okay,
oh
so
hey,
the
our
time of his
friends.
life inviting a guard to a dance off, and now we're at the inn.
I
Also,
won.
our friends are here. Our friends are here, guys.
Yeah, they don't. They did follow us, so of course they would be here.
Someone went into the bedrooms earlier, I thought.
Was it you?
No.
No, that was Nash's character. It finally arrived.
Oh.
Yes, it arrived.
It arrived.
It arrived. Also,
Oh god, he's doing it again.
Yeah, Chaos is just climbing over every table in here, kicking people in the face as he goes by.
They enjoy it.
no, they don't.
Ralden, can you hit him in the face, please?
Well,
Or
unfortunately, I need to
occasion-
wait for him to stop, or else that's not going to be possible for me to do.
I mean, you have
As
to
I
wait for him to walk.
I
into you.
can't even target a moving token.
Can't.
Oh no, he's just gonna keep on moving now.
Yeah, you can't stop it, Chaos.
I've targeted him. He's very much targeted now.
Oh no, the game is paused.
Well, it's up to the DM as to how that's going to work.
Anyway,
You want to slap him?
Depends. If he's running all the way around, I feel like it'd be more like a clothesline, if anything.
You go for it.
And I would completely deserve it.
What type of role would that even be?
Unarmed.
I
Unless you hit him with a weapon or something.
Well, I don't want to hit him with a weapon. I don't know if I'm
You do.
proficient in unarmed, because I think that might be monk only stuff.
Don't lie, you do want to
It
hit
is.
me with a weapon. Everyone does.
unless you have a tavern brawler,
I mean, I don't
Do
think
you?
I do, so I guess just strength check. Be my best guess. I mean, probably not. I
No.
think everyone has higher easy than that.
Yeah, that one. That wouldn't get your body. It would get the rat though.
hey, we can give that blacksmith some rats for his soup now. Anyway, yeah, Akil like sits down at this table, pulls out a bunch of notes and just starts scribbling down some stuff.
I see.
My God, that rat is sitting at a table.
Well, nothing more that we can do except for just wait.
I mean, we got some information, which was
Uh-oh. Do none of you like me enough to sit next to me?
I mean, you're probably taking up the entire table with your notes. Let's be honest.
Are you
Chaos.
forgetting that I'm a tiny?
Chaos spent another Electrum boost.
Not only that, you are also an artificer. Your designs can spread against walls. Even though they are small, that means more space for you to yet show off your work.
Wait, who are you doing training with?
Mushu.
Oh, okay.
All of my notes are kept neatly in this little book here. It is not neat at all. It is a mess.
I can only spectate the trade.
Anyway, goes back to writing down the notes.
Wonder how happy he is. He should have 2 slices of cake now.
Yeah, he has 2 slices. Doesn't mean he's eating them. Because last time he did, Eric was a bit angry at them. So they don't want to get Papa Eric mad.
But I'm sure once they have enough
Oh,
cake
if DM
slices,
broke,
the temptation.
DM broke out Papa Ulrich. That's really how Mushu feels now.
But don't worry, once the
Eric's
so much,
in the old campaign, Eric had what, 2 children?
One,
Oh,
thank
yeah,
you very much.
No, there were 2. The 2 dryads.
No, one of them was mine. The other one was somebody else's. Don't remember who.
Dr.
Man, he's
Mundo or
arguing
something?
over children now.
No, yeah, it was Mundo's.
That's it.
Anyway,
Because I was gone for a session, and I came back, and it's like, what the fuck? There's 2 of them now.
this is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
And then your captain put the task onto you, his first mate.
Yeah, that's right. I'm first mate, not fucking babysitter.
same but different.
you just babysit the party.
That's what the father does. Do you see me as father material?
Yes.
Oh, hey, guys. Look who's over there at that table. It's our friends that we asked or talked to earlier.
Which ones? Oh, yeah, it is them.
Awesome.
Hello, friend. I'm here to buy alcohol.
That's not good. Will they ask to see your ID? Because as a
Yeah,
sprite, you look really
they
young.
just bring out a giant book and say, race and age.
Sprite. Older than 10. 10 is immaturity for sprites.
Goes down, looks at the book. Huh, you are right.
But yes, as you travel throughout the world, this inn will become more and more populated.
You mean to say that we're coming back here?
It's just the default map for inns at this point.
Wait. Could I roll perception, please?
Sure.
Why? Why are you rolling perception, buddy? There's nothing in here.
Look at the table near the bedroom door.
Whoa, what's wrong with what's wrong with the cat?
Holy shit, it's the cat!
The cat?
You rolled an 8.
Well, Well, I didn't think you were afraid of cats, Chaos. We'd probably use that
Do
against
you
you
not
at some
remember?
point.
Do you not remember what cat that is?
No, I
No,
wasn't there.
You wouldn't have known about it. Only Katron and
Exactly.
I would.
I have no clue who or what that is. To me, it is just a cat.
excuse me, I
it's-
will need to go and talk to somebody really quickly.
probably someone-
Yeah,
it's-
stay over there.
It's probably someone's familiar to you the same way that, Monsieur Rat is sitting at a table.
No, no. I shake my
Right.
head and say that cat is more monstrous than you will ever believe.
It's a
Funny meeting you
cat.
here.
Of course it is.
One time we were camping, when everyone was asleep and I was just motionless. Ulrich had a full-on conversation with it. It terrifies me.
It just sounds like that's called a dream. That is normal for people to have.
I don't dream. I don't sleep.
Oh, God.
You apparently do,
always
because you
awake.
just said you did.
No, I said, well,
Okay.
everyone else was asleep and I was in my motionless state.
Which is sleeping.
I mean,
So,
No, I'm still wide awake. I just
It's
can't
called-
move.
what did you say,
Well-
Europe?
look, Valden,
Funny seeing you here.
I'm always assuming it's the same cat.
So the cat licks itself a little bit more, looks towards you, Yurik, and says, "Indubitably, yeah."
Alright, I
Okay.
decided I'm going to cat.
Please tell me that you have some information. I have been struggling to get anything.
And what information would that be, yeah?
Mainly about the bandits.
I don't think I'd ever hear
I'm getting
those,
cold. I'll
those
be back in a bit.
sounds coming out of your mouth, Deepa.
Oh my god, you have traumatized him.
No, it just means if
I
Demon's
just-
fine with it, then that's not off limits anymore.
I wonder-
Hey,
I
Demon,
understand.
next character for Nez's campaign, Tabaxi.
Hold on. Where's my vision model?
Oh no, he's adding the cat to his VTuber model.
I think I got white. Oh wait. Yeah. And then...
We can see
That
what you're
does
adding by
not
the
look
way.
connected.
And
Yeah, those things are not connected to your head. They are. Swear to God, if
So
he's adding
basically,
a
we need
cat-
to screenshot that and have that be like on all the clips from now on.
what do you mean, yeah?
He's so far down the Monster Hunter world, he is cosplaying as a Palico.
So, information about bandits, you say?
Yeah, the ones that were caught or surrendered just outside of town. The road between here
Okay.
and Brooksboro.
Oh my god. Alright. So what information? So you want to know what about them?
Anything really? Like, we know that they're big enough to form a small army. Like, what are their goals? Were they hired by anybody?
Well, I guess I would have to say hired all of them? No. Perhaps one of them, maybe.
The leader.
Perhaps.
Great. I can believe I forgot that you were very vague. Do you know who hired them?
Do I need to tell you something so obvious?
The cult.
See, you
So-
don't need me.
Yeah, wanted to confirm it anyway.
Demon.
Why were they hired by the cult?
Alright. Yes?
Am I able to tell if this creature that Auric is talking to is a fae or something like that?
It is not fair.
What the fuck is it then?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, wouldn't you like to know?
I think everyone would like to know. Because as
I
far as
very
this
much
guy
would.
down here is understanding, that cat's just meowing and you're understanding it. That's all.
I would very much like to know what it is. I'd also like to know its name. But
His
I'm
name
not
is
going to ask.
Pussyfoot.
So, now, repeat your question again.
Why were they hired by the cult?
Why indeed? Why? Perhaps it would be better to get that information from the person themselves. I don't know
I can't-
everything.
I can't get to them.
For now.
You mean to tell me that I have to wait?
Maybe not as long as you believe you will have to.
You mean to tell me that they're going to plan a jailbreak?
Maybe. Maybe not.
I imagine the guards that are, just next to you.
They only hear meowing.
No, but they would definitely hear Ulrich say jailbreak.
Yeah, they'd look over towards that. But then they go, oh, they're also talking to a cat. They must be insane. And just continue drinking.
Or spellcaster.
Well, either jailbreak or something else. Anyway, the information is at least useful. You got anything else for me?
Anything else? Probably nothing that should worry you at this time.
You mean it's going to worry me in the future?
Perhaps?
Why does that
Is it
look
the
like a
fucking
football
spider
game?
in the cave yet? I haven't encountered it yet.
Spider in the cave.
What?
Remember the last time I talked to this creature, I predicted that the next thing to like worry about is a spider within inside the cave. And it's just like, do you know what? There was actually an encounter with a spider in the cave.
Yeah, we just missed it. We didn't explore everything, you know.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah, we've managed to avoid the prediction.
I would just say, don't be too stupid. And I would be careful
for
with
that.
who you have as company.
Is he dissing me?
She.
Yes.
Are they dissing me?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're talking about two compatriots heading up into needing to head to Kingsfall, right?
King's Watch.
King's Watch, yeah. The paladin and the mistress.
They may be more trouble than even you could handle.
I thought one of them was like a noble or something.
She tilts her head ever so slightly, looks at you and goes, one of them's a saint, dearie.
Yeah, noble status.
Yeah. Of a goddamn holy kingdom. They have a few enemies that are quite dangerous.
Like, what type of enemies are we talking about? Liches?
You would hope so.
Oh, fuck, that's more terrifying than that.
Well, you know what they say, liches get stitches.
Who says that? Point to the person who says that.
Points
Points
towards
to the DM.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Ooh,
Hmm.
delicious.
This is going to be more of a headache than I presume.
That's life theory.
I mean, here's the thing. Life isn't meant to be so full of just headaches. It's meant to be like fun and just the occasional headache. This is just headaches all the time. Most likely no thanks to chaos.
Well, as you say chaos, they raise their paw and go, not only chaos, your undead friend, as a claw comes out, you have a dragonborn that has some mysterious origins that you have yet to uncover truly. You have a fey companion. You have a drunken cat person, raises the other paw. You're traveling with a saint and their knight, and you yourself are blind.
As far as you're aware.
Wow, it's either really good or really bad that I was never mentioned in that offer. I'm not even worth the cat's mention. Wow.
You're just
well-
that average.
Look, you're not. Look, Veldon, you're not following us. You're just going in the same direction as us.
I'm not retreating, I'm merely attacking behind me.
Oh, God. And not to mention that lovely thing that is meant to protect or harm you.
Yeah, I thought as much. Do you think it'd be worth asking the Saintess about their enemies?
I probably wouldn't do it in an inn. I would do it where it's more quiet.
Before or after King's Watch?
You may want to ask before your enemies join their enemies. But you, even if you don't, you should be fine for a time. It's not like they will act straight away. They have to gather resources and all that first. So you don't need to rush about the small things.
Like how that merchant of those red crystals are heading to King's Watch. I kind of like look side-eyed there with like an eyebrow raise.
They look back as if like, I know.
I feel like there's this pieces moving on the board already without me knowing.
Because you've just stepped onto the board. Once you have built your own network of information, then I highly doubt you'll need my help. I'm
Oh,
only
God,
here to
really?
get you started. Yeah, if you, there will be times where you will be able to build your own information network. So you're aware.
Yeah, well, it's good to know. All in due time, I say.
Oh, in due time.
Well, enough about me. What about you? What you been up to?
Me? Oh, not much. Sunbaking here, sunbaking there. Having a bit of milk. Just finished off a bit of catnip before you came over.
Oh my god, you're high.
You don't get this cryptic otherwise.
You know what? Fair.
Of course, I'm on the table.
Uh, I'll keep an eye out. But apart from that,
Apart from that, I would just say you might want to take the next day resting.
oh, it's going to be that bad.
Well, you never know.
Right. Uh, any quests on the board that you recommend checking out?
I wouldn't worry about the cat one.
Let me guess, that one's you.
She's an old acquaintance of mine, a bit senile these days.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh yeah, Chaos said something about an underwater cave. Got any information on that?
An underwater cave. Do I look like I go swimming, dearie?
Yes.
Do you have any information surrounding it?
All what I
Just
can
to
tell
throw,
is
yeah.
there is a point where water comes gushing out within the cave, both coming to form the lake at this town and one heading towards the ocean underground. That's all I'm aware of.
Yeah, so the natural occurrence.
Yes. Just over time, the hole got plugged, and your friends seem to have unplugged it.
Any myths or legends about it, or?
No, that lake has been here before the town. The only thing I can say is that it never seems to run out of fish.
Most likely that river isn't get connected directly to a major body of water.
Probably.
Okay. I think that's all the information I'm going to get out of this, aren't I?
For now, I will just say, be careful of the knight commander of this town. They have a short temper.
Yeah, and a short fuse.
Isn't that the same thing?
Short fuse is all quick to anchor. Short temper means that it is very loud very quickly.
Then they're both.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I will
till
go
next we
and...
meet, I say.
Yes, I will finish off my little bit of milk and then I will mosey on off. Do keep an eye out, I'm always around sometimes, so who knows? I might appear, I might disappear.
Yeah, well, our chat's always good. Alright. See ya.
Bye. Now, while that conversation was going on, what was happening over here?
I'll stay over here then.
I'm still just writing down my notebook stuff. Various different blueprints and things like that.
Fair enough. There's-
I'd also be writing things out into the journal for today's events, as well as the bounty we've undertaken, and passing information we've been receiving on said bounty.
Okadok. And Chaos?
Well, I'm tempted to get another slice of cake, but this time for myself. But other than that, no, can't really think of anything.
All good? Now you're good to approach Keishon.
Sean, have you been drinking?
No, I have not drunken anything yet.
Uh,
Really, you were talking to that weird talking cat earlier.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
As far as you know, they were just meowing.
We
Well, I
live in
don't
a
think I
world
could
where
even hear them yelling from that distance.
we live in a world where I exist. It's most likely that thing was talking, but only he could understand it.
As far as you're aware, you don't know.
yeah, it could be talking with telepathy.
That is true.
Or it could be like a spell like tongues.
Anyway, so what's the plan?
The plan is to kick back tomorrow.
Alright, where's back? Who is back?
Chaos
And
is back.
why are we?
I mean, it's going to be a bit odd to just rest for the entire day when we're going to go check out the cave
Lake.
that's supposedly outside of the town.
As long
I
as it's
mean,
not
having a nice walk would be pretty good.
Yeah,
Ew, walking. I hate that stuff.
you don't walk anywhere.
Why do you think
either,
you don't even walk? You have a mech.
yeah, you either rest on your meg inside the meg, or you fly. You don't walk.
I walk once or twice a month.
Wow, it sounds
Maybe.
like we need to get you on an exercise routine.
You do that, and I'm taking your name and selling it to my queen.
You say that like our names are worth something.
Nah,
Sure.
our names are not going to be worth anything.
Still,
Your queen will probably kill you for trying to offer our names.
No, trying to offer Chaos's names. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. Offering my name to someone will probably get them to try to kill you for the offense.
fair, fair, fair. I'll give them the rat's name. The rat's name is probably worth more than all of you combined.
You're not fair.
Anyway, so I suppose we should go rest and then, go find this weird cave thing tomorrow.
Yeah, you should go off and rest.
Understandable. Gets into the mech and starts walking off.
Go and bunch
Okay.
with these guys. It's like, so do we want to go and listen into some conversations?
How well do you expect that to go when I'm with you?
Yeah, I mean, we're only going to be a table over.
Well, then we need to get a beer or a drink to sort of fit in, I guess.
There we go. Wasn't the harm with drinking near people?
Well, getting drunk for one.
Yeah, that's why you pick something which is alcohol looking, but not actually alcoholic.
I don't know if that serves such a thing here.
It's called apple juice.
When I last looked at what he sold, that wasn't an option.
Seriously? Eh, I swear we got Mushu and apple juice.
That wasn't by the menu though. As it's quickly being added in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But if then, do you really think apple juice looks alcoholic?
Yeah, it can be actually.
Yeah, it's called apple
I need,
cider.
I need to get spelling.
Yeah, but cider's darker than juice.
Yeah, but when it's placed inside of a mug, it will make it look darker.
I feel like that's gonna raise some suspicions. Like, oh yes, I want an apple juice in a dark mug to make it look alcoholic. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, drinks here are normally served in a mug. You know, so most mugs in this area are made out of wood.
I can't say I've stopped to ask what kind of mug they were.
I mean, I looked down the one that you're drinking at the moment. DM, what kind of mug is it?
I mean, funny because I haven't bought a drink today yet.
I
listen
look
to-
over to the one
oh.
that Chaos definitely bought. We all know that Chaos definitely bought one.
It would look like like one of those old wooden drinking things.
Like a flagon?
Most likely a flagon.
I'm just thinking of the mug-like things they use in One Piece.
Yeah, a wooden mug, which is also known as a flagon.
Oh. Wood apparently isn't a flagon. A flagon is a leather, metal, glass, plastic, or ceramic vessel.
Oh, so it's basically so what we're talking about is a wooden mug.
I thought that had a very
No,
specific
they're
name.
called tankards. They are called tankards.
Tankards, that's it.
Yeah, that
They-
sounds a lot better.
They could be metal, glass, wood, but yeah, that's
So yeah,
the general
tankard is the
shape.
word we're looking for.
I now may have food called apple juice, or I may not.
A food called apple juice. Well, ideally it'd be a drink.
A consumable, I should say.
But anyway, who in the world would look inside of the mug? As long as they see somebody drinking it. And maybe
I mean,
act a little tipsy.
That is fair. If it's a wooden tankard, you wouldn't be able to see the fluid anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
So you want to join me in this endeavor? Chaos, you're not doing this.
You won't let me get drunk?
Well, think of it this way: if we were both to go and listen in, you realize you're leaving chaos with Mushu.
I know,
Cake.
you've already bought them cake.
Doesn't matter. More cake.
You're giving him unsupervised access.
True, but he's also going to be spending his money, meaning that he's going to run out eventually.
Before or after damages to the tavern?
Hopefully before. But don't worry, you have Mushu Ratty that can take care of him.
Do you think Monsieur Rat is responsible?
More responsible than Chaos.
Just turn to Monsieur Rat. You're the adult at this table now.
Monster Rat looks at you, then uses minor. Wait, no, he doesn't have minor illusion. No, he can't.
Yeah, no, right. What's he gonna rat on? He doesn't have anything.
He can rearrange the food on the table.
How dare you touch my food, first of all?
Wait a minute, you gave him alphabet spaghetti?
Exactly.
Good for one message or meal.
Yeah.
So what does he say with his alphabet spaghetti?
He says, "Do you think my responsibility is stronger than his chaoticness?"
Yes, because he listens to you.
He listens to me because I help him a lot of the time. How do you know this won't be any different?
Because it's chaos. There's only one consistent thing. He will listen to people who manage to beat him up.
True, but I don't control him. I can merely guide the chaos. So,
Then
what do you
guide it
think-
outside if you need to.
You'd rather
Yes,
have the
yes,
entire
go-
town destroyed?
go and
Better
have
than in here.
go and have Chaos have another dance off with one of the guards. They both seem to
I
enjoy the
can.
legwork.
I can do a dance off with the guards. Yes.
There you
Definitely
go.
sounds like a plan.
You've got your own very special mission.
Distracted chaos. Yeah.
Gonna be fun.
Wow.
So I'll turn to Ulrich. So when do you think would be the best time to do any type of eavesdropping?
Probably after their second drink. It's a kind of like tilt my head over to the big gathering of gods down here. Yeah. How many drinks are there in, DM?
They would be about one nearing a second now.
Yeah.
As someone would come rushing out, refilling drinks, putting out meals that have been ordered.
I think Chaos aspired competition.
Mhm. A challenger approaches her.
Oh, Gazodioda.
And at this point, they would be on their second drink.
Alright.
Did they just go on staff only?
A staff came out, brought out meals, drinks that have been ordered, so forth and so on. Delivered them, took old plates and all that back. She's very efficient.
Mm.
Buy an apple juice. Oh no. The dance off begins.
And look what you've caused.
Gonna go in and
What?
doing every free space.
Yeah, no. Well, 2 cups. Or 2 take.
Oh wow.
I choose the correct term.
Yeah, as we lag out the world thanks to the chaos.
Yeah, okay, she want to let that go.
He wants to
Yeah,
make
stop.
every single tile red.
Oh,
Yeah.
collided with the wall.
Oh, what
So
a
we're gonna go and
shame.
sit here and listen in.
Alright.
In before the dreaded roller stealth check.
Let me just
I mean,
move my head.
we're out in the open. There's no need to stealth.
I would
Besides, I'm blind.
take in passive stealth as consideration.
Yeah.
I would have
What?
gone more deception in the fact that they're trying to make it look like they're not listening in.
Well, passive stealth would be like stealthing into the crowd.
Yeah, passive stealth is like able to walk up behind somebody and scare them without being
Yeah, and
stealthy.
like blending
Okay,
in.
so
According
more
to my
Assassin's Creed
sheet-
stealth.
My passive stealth is 4.
I notice. I'm taking the average, which is okay.
Taking the average, which is me at 15.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take K-Trons.
Like, I didn't build my character to be stealthy.
All good. So, you would hear them talk about their mundane lives, how one of them is expecting their third child, how another one's saying that they shouldn't have continued because otherwise they're going to suffer like them with their 5.
Damn.
One of them complains about how annoying their bosses, with how they jump down their throat at every mistake, even if it was only a mistake of 1 millimeter. how they felt like they would lose their lives at a drop of a hat. You then hear about how like the jail cells in the fort are pretty much overflowing, and they can't wait until they get rid of them.
Good to know.
You also hear how it was kind of weird, as in though the boss of the leader wasn't really fighting and has been quiet since being taken in, as their lips begin to loosen ever so more. One of them then tells them to be quiet, as one, they're in a public space, and two, this isn't their work time, so why are we talking about work stuff?
Oh, please. Workmen will always bitch about the troubles that they have.
Then they reply, yep, understandable, yeah, whatever. However, don't you find it weird how the guy that has said to have committed every sin under the sun isn't making a fuss? But that's for me.
Bubbly.
That's pretty much majority of the information you get. And they mainly talk about their daily lives and such.
So I'm not going to get the information here. Great.
What information
Is
are you
it-
after?
The cat did say that I may get some information about who hired them. And also the person that would know that is the boss, but however, he hasn't been talking to the guards or bitching about anything. Meaning that the guards don't really have anything to talk about or bad about him. So I can't pick up anything on this guy.
Yee.
What do you think about the boss?
Boss fight.
Was
Ben,
that out? Was that
Yeah,
out in the open to me?
yeah, that was out to you.
Yeah, it sounds like trouble.
They are right, it is weird. How they're not really talking.
I mean, the next question is, are they capable of talking? But not something we can find out. At least not now.
I mean, we have come across a situation where they can't talk about certain things because underneath certain spells and yada yada.
Yes, but as you stated, usually there'd be something. Even if it's just idle musings or gibbering. But
Yeah.
nothing?
True. And what about the rest of the people just filling up their prisons? I'm surprised that they haven't been doing much of anything either.
Well, I don't think they'd have any room to do anything, really.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably all of the information that we'll be able to get. Well, unless if you want to go and talk to them directly, but I doubt we're going to get anything out of them.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a good idea.
Yeah, especially since they're not particularly saying anything.
That and one of them still has the sense to silence the other ones.
Mm. Okay. How about this? I'm going to tell you a bit of information that I was able to get. Something's
Protect
going to be
from your
happening.
Special
Yeah.
sources.
Yeah, special sources. Apparently, something is going to be happening soon. Don't know
It does,
particularly when, but we
does
maybe.
feel
Yeah.
oddly peaceful around the town.
Yeah. My information said to take the day off tomorrow. Then maybe the next day something may happen. But apart from that,
So we,
the only thing that I do know for certain is that these guys were hired by the cult.
I mean, it certainly does sound that way from other things people have been talking about, but how do you rely on your source for stuff like that?
They've been truthful so far.
So far, I do find sit tight and do nothing for a day is a little odd.
Unless if there's a breakout of the prison tomorrow, then we might need to stay in town.
Yes, but staying in town and basically sleeping for the entire day are two separate things.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. So what do you suggest we do?
Well, I guess technically we'd have to ask the group if we're actually going to be doing nothing tomorrow. Whether or not we're just going to be wandering around town.
Yeah, I know a few of us would want to go and check out the area, but from the sounds of it, it's been cleared out. All of the stuff that the bandits did have is currently under the protection of the watch,
But
so
there's
we
a
won't be able to
chance
find
that
anything.
something was missed and or covered up nearby.
Hmm. And if they did miss anything, then they will probably want to break out and try and cover it up.
I mean, it sounds like what's being covered up wasn't by the bandits.
Hmm. I mean, it is theoretical that the cult wants these guys silenced after fulfilling their usefulness, and so hired other people to get them to a location. That could be possible.
Although with
But
how tight-lipped everyone's being around it, I wouldn't be surprised if both parties are on the same side, technically speaking, and no one knows it.
yeah, that's always a theory. But one that I'm
But
not willing to overlook.
yeah, incredibly hard to prove if it's even at all possible, but
Yeah.
with
Currently, we
how
don't have access to either one of the parties, so
no, unfortunately not, and I don't think we will get access to them both.
this is true.
But I think we've learned all that we can.
Yeah.
So what time of day would it be getting to, DM?
At this point, it would start going nightfall.
Okay, so either we can round up whatever we wish to call ourselves, group, party,
Do you know what? We don't
followers.
actually have a name for ourselves yet.
You can take tomorrow to find that out.
Yeah,
tiger in the
so far
game.
everyone really just seemed like a mishmash of, well, everything.
Servants of Tiger.
No. Everywhere and all. Always everywhere? Yeah. I know there's a saying, something similar to that. Everywhere all the time? Nah. How about we just call ourselves a mishmash for now?
I mean, it does fit. But I suppose that would be up to the rest of the group to also vote on as well.
This is also true.
In any case, we may have left Chaos alone with Mushu for too long, because I don't think I've seen them actually leave the inn yet, so they didn't do that whole dance-off idea.
No, I came across a better idea.
Oh.
And that's what I'm worried about.
So, while this conversation is going on, Chaos, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get up from the table I was at and sit here and say, "Hey, how you going?"
Do you need something?
Oh no.
Not really. Just wanted to check in on you guys.
Hmm.
You know, we haven't talked much, but I wanted to get to know you.
Oh no, this is a terrible idea.
I think they'd be more open to talking if it was literally anyone else.
See, I understand why your order and all that hates my kind, but there's nothing to say we can't be friends and you still try to kill me. Like, that happens almost every day anyway.
Do you
Too unfair.
Do you? Would you truly call that a friendship, though?
Well, it's friendship for me.
Just look at the friendship between me and Tiger. I ate him.
Yeah, I ate Tiger and now he's my best friend.
He lives inside me.
So you've
Worst
kidnapped
example
this
ever.
being.
What was that?
So you've kidnapped this being.
Well, technically I may have picked him up, but now he just won't leave. I can't get rid of him. I tried to give him company, but he killed them. Tiger can't speak.
What do you mean?
As far as you're aware.
Yeah.
Yeah, does Tiger have a character sheet?
No, not yet.
Or
Uh,
does he and you just didn't have access to it?
He no longer has access to it because he's dead.
Just Chaos just randomly can look at his inventory. Why do I have a dead worm? Oh shit.
How'd you know I was doing that? No dead worm. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about now? Now that you've actually checked, it's the perfect place to put it in.
I wouldn't do it while he's aware of a possibility of it.
Yeah, like, can we at least be civil and hold actual conversations? Like, for the safety of the group, us completely ignoring each other like we have been isn't very smart. And the fact that I had to point this out goes to show just how stupid it is.
Very well.
So, I hold up my hand and say, "I'm Chaos. I'm a monk cleric. Nice to meet you."
They wince at the fact that it's like, hold on, you're a cleric?
They do look both confused at that statement and go, huh?
I tip my head and say, "What? Is it weird that I'm a monk?"
They both look at each other and at the same time say, we must be drunk. We should go to bed now.
I was like, the cleric must have come first. When he got revived, he couldn't take any more class levels in it.
It's actually the opposite.
Nah, we're both drunk. I think we're gonna have to leave this conversation for later. We're gonna go to our beds now. Bye.
Are you okay?
Just Chaos reaches over the table. My holy symbol! Look at it!
I don't
I
know.
don't have a holy symbol. Look here.
I look at their food and drink their stuff on the table and shrug and say, "Well, I help myself."
Finders keepers.
I'll
Guys,
finish
you
off that
misunderstand
food.
me. He says he's gonna bring. He's supposed to his holy symbol. He brings it out. It's an upside down cross.
No, he brings it out. It's the demon's head.
No, he pulls it out, just starts burning in his hand.
His hand starts burning.
Well, it looks like Chaos has chased away our other companions again.
Uh,
I actually
I mean,
didn't do
at least
anything.
he's trying to hold a conversation with them.
Yeah, I'm actually innocent
he
this time. This
though?
is entirely them.
He's over their table and he's now eating their food.
And
I
I'm drinking
mean,
their
waste not, want not.
I'm also drinking their alcohol.
Yeah, but
That is a concern.
did he chase them away just to get to their food? Was he that hungry he doesn't even want to buy food for himself?
I mean, we're
Yes.
too far away to know, but most likely.
Once I finish up, I'm gonna go back to our table, and I'm gonna look really
I
pleased.
swear, he is gonna cause them to attack us at one point. I swear.
True. So true.
I feel well for not knowing what's happening in the main arena.
Omega, what are you doing?
Sleeping.
So you are sleeping,
Well, I am. My big guy's just standing there.
watching menacingly.
He's just
Like I did-
standing there. Oh my god, that is probably the best line I've ever done at that.
You know, you
And
gotta
you want to
realize.
know a sad
my
part?
character-
You kind of broke up for it as well.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Damn it! That was my best impression.
Okay. Anyway, the reason my guy is just standing there is because I don't have a key. I can't lock the door.
I thought I
Yeah,
gave you the key.
The GM
You
has
never
to
gave
lock
me
the
the
door. Players can't.
Yeah.
Also, when I got here, the door was open.
Somebody
I-
forgot to
I-
close
You
it.
might
I
want
left
to check. You might want to check to make sure Chaos hasn't been in there then.
That is as bad.
Yeah, but the door was open.
Is Mushi not going to accept?
I can't do anything about that because it only says spectate trait for me.
He doesn't want your stinking cake.
He's accepted. You just didn't see the bonus thing I put in, so it's like I took it away.
Yeah, I'm fine with just giving him cake. Don't need anything in return.
Oh, okay. I only put a head in there.
This isn't the character that collects heads.
Krishna.
No, it's the other one.
Moko.
In any case, we should probably get some food and catch up with the rest of our group.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Chaos is about to do a loop-de-loop. Hey,
What?
stop it.
What?
Why is there a thing tracked on me?
can't see.
What?
What have you
Okay.
done?
What's happened? There's a dark spot around Chaos.
He's been smited. I suggest you leave it alone.
I'm gonna go.
He's-
Place me inside a
Take
pillar.
Mushu and back away.
Just place
You
me
have
inside
been
a pillar.
shut around. Chaos has been sent to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, is there a reason that the other non-player thing is hovering around my character, DM?
Oh no, there's another one. Oh shit.
None
Oh,
what?
shit.
Of you? Oh no, that's
Yeah.
just the edge of a screen for them.
But
Why?
it's been actively moving with my character.
Oh yeah, because it selects onto people. That's how that
Yes,
system
maybe.
works. You don't need to worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
Of course I do. Someone's following me. Okay, and I'd hand one of these meals over to Ulrich as well.
Thank you.
That you can be together.
Thank
No
you.
clue if Mushu's actually eaten. I guess I should have asked that, but
Mushu has eaten cake.
have they actually eaten cake?
He hasn't
I
eaten
mean,
it.
it's the food that has been given to them.
He's just hold on to it because you haven't actually done it. It
Yeah,
is
he has. That doesn't mean it's been consumed.
I see 3 here. Now there's 2.
He ate one. Why'd you guys move table?
Because you were sent to the Shadow Realm. We
Yeah,
didn't
you-
want to have anything to do with you.
Yeah, you think we want to mess with the deity? It's like, I smite thee, undead.
Is a rat gonna go and buy something? Does the
Um,
rat have money?
No, I'm just checking some. Why can't Monitor Rat move? There we go. Wouldn't let me move.
But yeah, we call that anti-chaos measures up here in the sky.
Those called karma and divine justice.
Nah, you ain't worthy of that.
You know
I
what?
make a joke
Fair.
about it being called chaos control, but I don't think we want any part of that.
Oh, I love it!
Oh
Chaos control, you say?
Oh,
Yes,
the
it's the-
Sonic fandom in me is crying.
I mean, I didn't even reference Sonic with that. Chaos Control is a mod for Minecraft where viewers can input commands into your game.
Oh, that's even better.
my god.
You guys love my chaoticness. Admit it.
I mean, it brings a certain sort of whimsy to this campaign.
I'm being
Yeah, I mean,
paid
at
to
least
do it.
there's never a dull moment with you around.
I miss the times when Nether and I would just bounce off each other and make the DM's life absolutely hell. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, I know we
because we
haven't,
get
but I
DMCA'd.
I promised I would not do that here.
He promised to play a serious character.
Yes, that was that was also one of the restrictions I had to self-impose in order to actually be able to play here.
I was gonna say I didn't impose that on you.
Hey, you're not supposed to rat me out like that.
I don't think I can. I don't think I can play a serious character.
If I
could try, but I don't think it would work.
rip you, keep exposing you, it's like, oh yeah, this is what the party needs. Oh, it's like that character near Max. Like, yeah, that's up to you. You made it.
Hey,
Here we are.
Hey, you were like, okay, you need to tank, heal, and do range spell damage. It's like, okay, there is only one build that I know of that can actually do that.
And it's doing pretty well.
Though you haven't been part of the battle much.
I mean, I also won't be getting a feat for another 2 levels. Keep that in mind. Because
Anyway.
unfortunately, that stuff goes off of was it class level, not character level?
Yeah, I also won't be getting the my feats until much later.
I also won't be getting fireball for another 2 levels. But when I
Yeah.
do, oh boy.
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Come-
What do
Who's
you
targeting
think
Monitor
of for that?
Rat?
Yeah. Thinking going into 2 levels in fighter next. Then after that I'll be getting 2 levels in 1 in each, meaning that I am 3 away from a feat or ability score improvement.
Yep, I have to make a serious choice whether or not to go 3 or 4 Paladin. 3 opens up a lot more roleplay aspects, and 4 gives me a feat. But there's not much else that comes from level 4. 3 I'd like to take for roleplay purposes at the very minimum.
I mean, go what you're feeling like at the time.
What do you guys do besides eat, drink, and relay information?
Yeah, we relay a bit of information to these guys that are currently here.
Yeah, so why are you busy scaring off our other compatriots, Chaos?
I didn't scare them off. I introduced myself again, made sure that we can actually have a proper conversation without potentially trying to kill each other. They agreed. We were having it was all nice and peaceful. Then I decided to reintroduce myself. I said, "Hey, I'm Chaos. I'm a monk cleric. Nice to meet you." And they just went all weird. They're like, "What?" And they just freaked out. Like, what's weird with me being a monk?
I think they were more concerned about you being a cleric.
How's that weird?
I'll
Clerics
admit,
are normal.
I've never really heard of a deity actually giving those types of gifts to an undead.
Unless if they're an undead god.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if I'm aware of any undead gods.
I mean, there will have to be some, otherwise the undead wouldn't have the ability to exist.
I mean, necromancy, that's how they exist.
Yeah, somebody would have to make necromancy, and it will be either some sort of god of magic or some sort of god of death.
Yeah, but like they were just completely weird about it, and then they just decided they were like too drunk and ran off. Like, what did I
Gordon,
do?
let me ask you this. If you are a cleric, it's clear you're getting your powers from someone. Who is it that you even worship?
I worship the mysterious entity known as DM.
Again, I can't say I'm well versed in what they even are.
Neither am
Honestly-
I.
Honestly, neither am I.
How the world are you getting your powers then?
Yeah, you're a cleric that worships them. I feel like we need to start with that to find out why.
Yeah. I know I worship the DM, but I never know. We never talked about any more than that.
Ugh,
That's
as
typically
expected, chaos is chaos.
I break the rules.
That's
that's
why you're
typically not how
encountering
that
so
functions.
many bloody bandits, because the DM wants that character goal. He doesn't want to, be worshipped by them.
Honestly, fair.
No, see, you start putting that evil on Chaos, and you know he's going to go Tiefling, and you know what he's going to do with it.
Why would I go Tiefling when I can just have Vanessa?
Because as a Tiefling, you can go full Demon Supremacy Supreme.
I could.
Oh no, you gave him the idea.
He already
on
had it. I
on,
just
on
didn't
that
want it to
topic,
do.
I've been thinking of making. We're trying to get made another OC.
Oh, for
Oh
Talia?
no.
Oh no.
You're giving up with Demon. Chaos has ruined it. How could
No,
you?
no. I mean, and like tie it in with the lore of this character.
Which character?
Ah,
Like,
you're
Reshoot model.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
you're-
Does that mean you have to change name?
No.
What are you thinking?
Well, I thought, how when I get raid I say, and I may have dabbled with some demonic things here and there.
Yeah.
Yes, we've
Yeah,
seen the fiendish.
so you mean to tell me you want to make a Vanessa?
No.
I mean,
Aw.
we've clearly seen you dabble in the demonic arts of cat ears.
We've seen you in the
I-
demonic arts of dealing with chaos.
I mean like avoid it type. It's hard to explain. Void it type demon kind of thing. And then link it all together. And then make it that reason why the thing happened in your script.
Yes. So you want to go through a void arc of sorts then.
I'll talk to you guys about it off stream because it's a working thought in theory. I need to actually write it down and then get someone to draw it because I can't draw.
I think I may have a character for that.
I have an idea on what I kind of want. That's the thing. I'll talk to you about it later. Doesn't mean need to be done here.
Yeah, fair enough. We are in a campaign at the moment. So then, after that, I say we can probably head off to bed.
Yes, for a day of possible relaxation, but that is something we'll need to all speak about once we're in a group all together.
Indeed.
Well, that's it. I guess we should be going to our room.
Indeed.
As Chaos gets left.
It's the same rooms as before.
Almost we don't remember which room we were in.
That is also true.
Yes, you're in this one now.
Oh,
Yeah, I know where I was going. Yes, I'd lock the door.
We walk up to security and it's like, hey.
IDs.
You need ID to go to bed?
He said security.
IDs these.
IDs these nuts.
Not just for law reasons, we're throwing that character there.
Oh no, he's actually existing now.
Do you want to bring your guy in?
Who, me?
Yeah, and then I'll just lock the door.
Okay, Chaos. Oh, there he is.
He was in the room, man. What do you mean?
Marshall Rats gets the table window.
Oh no, he's bouncing on the bed.
Oh,
So your sleep goes completely uninterrupted. Nothing of note occurs.
Nice to know.
I'm checking just in case.
Checking what?
I don't know.
You find an extra dust particle from before last night. I don't know.
How dare it?
It's a gift. Don't spend it all in one place.
isn't there possibly a loose nail anywhere?
A loose nail?
Like a loose nail from the table, the bed, or the
Roll perception.
We got to become the embodiment of taking everything that isn't nailed down.
It sounds like it.
So those are also
No,
weird.
no. 14.
You would probably find a nail, probably in the corner, that if you had the tools, you may be able to rip out.
I have the tools. I have smithing tools, tinkering tools, thieves' tools.
Do you have a hammer?
Yes.
Do you have a crowbar?
A crowbar. Yes, that comes with the Dungeoneer's pack.
There you go. Homemade
Oh,
back end of a hammer.
Yeah, I just sort of take the nail out, look at it.
Okay.
Oh god, the door's locked.
Oh no, they're gonna nail the door shut.
Plus are over here. Let's see, and just do a little bit of. Put that down, tap it, and it starts making noise to wake up our friend here.
Unfortunately, I'm more than 10 feet away.
So I, I go under and chuck it towards where your bed would be.
I don't think you'd have the manual dexterity to chuck it towards the bed from the door. I don't think you
I am.
can.
Are we forgetting that I am 18 inches tall?
Yes, meaning that your throw distance is shortened.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
how accurately can you blindly throw around a 90-degree corner?
Not
Well-
very.
just throwing it in so it wakes you up regardless.
Okay, if it's just rolled in, I'm still more than 10 feet away from it.
Alright,
This
well,
is
you're
a
going to go.
relatively large room.
Okay. Good. You now have an annoying loud noise in your room when you wake up.
I mean, after 6 seconds, the noise will go away.
No. It lasts indefinitely, remember?
The object must record a message no more than 6 seconds long.
Not that one. Non-verbal sound. Your choice of an odor or a non-verbal sound. Does not specify time limit.
Now, I suppose I have to ask, does the property of the tinkering last indefinitely? Or the non-verbal sound last indefinitely?
So the
that
sound,
actually is a
the
curious
sound,
question.
the sound will continue emanating, like continue making noise. However, they can only tinker form objects.
And you have to turn them off, which means the one you left behind at the campsite near the lake.
No, you can have more than one.
Yeah, but you can only
Yeah.
have up to 4.
Yes, I'm assuming you try to do a 5th one, the oldest one would fade away.
Yeah.
As an
Or cancel
action, you can touch the object and end the property early.
Oh, so that means if you don't get that rock back, you're down to 3 that you can actually use.
You can bestow
Again, you're
magic
right.
on up to 4 objects.
But again, I assume if I try to take a fifth, the oldest one just stops.
Yeah, that's how it normally works, according
I mean,
to
that'd
the
be the
wording.
more fair way of doing it.
Yeah, it does
If you
say
go-
end
if you-
early, so it would be.
If it ends early, that means it doesn't last indefinitely.
Doesn't specify how long it lasts. So end it early.
Yeah,
The the visual effect on an object surface chosen property lasts indefinitely. As an action, you can touch the object and end the property early. You can bestow magic on up to 4 objects.
Yes, I could see that be reading both ways, whereas if you don't have the item back, or you can't get it back, you can't do more than 4, period, it'll just fail. Or if you do the 5th one, the oldest one would basically become non-magical. I could see it going either way, because it doesn't state that either, so it'd be entirely up to the DM as to which one that would be.
I will go the more fair way, depending on value of item that is enchanted. So if you've lost like a 1,000 platinum item,
You may want to retrieve that.
yeah,
I mean, we'd want to retrieve it based on value anyway.
yeah. But yeah, for a rock, I am just gonna say once you do a new item, it will just end the old one.
Okay, so which way do you roll it under the door?
Towards the bed.
Which direction is the bed? Have you
I've
been
seen
in
your
before?
room before. I know where the bed is.
That's still not a direction. Have you actually seen it here?
Yes.
I mean, Cap, Omega.
Yeah.
So, best thing to do is to drop it and leave it by the door. He will step on it and trigger it.
Oh god, I'll take the rolling, thanks.
Anyway,
But yeah, I guess it's up to the DM whether or not I hear it at that point.
Roll me a perception.
Is there any penalties for being asleep?
Uh,
'Cause I know in the older editions, it's a -10 penalty if you're asleep.
I will say because of the location of the object, if rolled into the room and you isn't that far, I will say no for this.
No, I can't hear it, or no penalty.
No penalty.
Okay. Because I'm going to assume that it's rolled close enough where it's going to trigger. Well,
No, you're
percept.
dead to the world. You don't hear a thing.
Well, alright then.
Yeah, but when you do wake up, it's going to be annoyance. Anyway,
I mean, I know myself, I'm a heavy sleeper. I don't think that'd wake me up either.
You'll only notice it when you're in the process of waking up, and it's like, dear God, what is that sound?
I have slept through construction work in my backyard, including heavy machinery.
I'd say, Chaos, get out my fucking room.
Because, like, if I'm asleep, I'm dead asleep. There's, like, no waking me up.
Yeah, that's
Challenge
fair.
accepted.
anyway, I
So
go
what,
out,
you gotta
sit down and
come and visit Neza, watch him sleep, and then in the morning, try and wake him up.
If you do that, I'm going to smite you.
Why do you think he gets his own room to begin with?
anyway, I
I
kill
didn't
that.
even unlock the door last time. It was already unlocked. I just walked in.
Yeah, so you unlocked them.
I didn't unlock it. It was already unlocked.
Sure.
I locked the door and all of a sudden it wasn't locked.
I'm blaming. I'm
I
blaming.
think
the
it's because we
security-
changed scenes, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, I kill that, takes over this table, putting out all the notes.
Oh, poor table. What are the rest of you doing?
Waiting until morning.
It is morning.
It's morning.
Oh, it is morning. Oh shit.
I think we all
What
woke
do you-
up.
Why do you think we left?
Where do you think I unlocked the door? But no, I did say your night passed without interruption.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mine apparently didn't. I have a screaming nail in my room.
Hey, that's the morning, not the night. There is a difference, mister.
I am not awake yet. My morning hasn't started.
So I carry the 2. I then take some acid and put it in there.
Yo, what are you guys doing?
I'm waiting for you.
You mean waiting for Veldon?
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I put an alarm clock in his room. He'll wake up soon, hopefully.
I'll leave it up to DM if more perception checks are required and if it's going to get easier over time.
The DC starts dropping immensely.
I mean, yeah, either the DC starts dropping or my bonus would just passively go up by like 1 or 2 every now and then.
See.
Because knowing my luck, it's going to be like, oh, it was a DC 8, so...
Chaos.
Yes.
How attached to a Monsieur Rat's fur is he?
Well, I think rather it's pretty much part of him.
Alright, I'm gonna take out the petrol.
If you're willing to pay, I'm sure he'll be willing to give you some of his fur.
Oh no, it's not for that. I'm thinking about setting him on fire.
Once
Why on
again, if you-
fire?
Once again, if you're willing to pay, I'm willing to help.
Well, think
You
about it
two
like
are just terrible.
this. What do you mean? This is common Fey tactics. Besides, don't you humans set your boats on fire when you send them out to war sometimes?
Not that I know of.
Strange, I've never heard of battle tactics where you set your ship on fire and send it out to enemy waters.
Yeah, That's a non-living thing.
They aren't?
Ships don't live. No.
Are you sure they're not mimics?
Nope. I mean, if they scream, then definitely they are a mimic, and also should be purged anyway. But
That's what-
no.
You know, I was half expecting the conversation to be like, well, Monsieur Rat might want to keep his fur, but there's another furred animal I can help you get their fur from.
Which one are you referring?
Yeah.
One that's drunk and not here.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah, the one who's gonna become my scarf.
Yeah, but they have a use. It's not very much, but they are useful.
Wait a minute, you're telling... Wait a minute, you're saying that Monsieur Rat doesn't have a use?
Pretty sure Mono Rat's more useful than me.
I'm pretty sure Monsieur Rat is more useful than the rest of us at this table. Except
for
You know
for
what?
the
Mushu.
Warforged.
And the
You know what?
Mushu.
True. Warforged? Warforged.
The robot.
You said a Warforged.
I
What-
was
when
meant
did
to
you-
say robot, yeah.
When did you think he was a Warforged?
Because that's what robots are in this world.
No, Warforges have a conscious, a sentience. He doesn't.
Slip of the tongue.
Yeah, he's more used to Warforged.
It's a proto
understand you.
Warforged.
Technically, yeah, it's a proto Warforged.
Eh,
Not that my character would know what either of those two things are.
Magic.
Anyway, so what's the plan?
There's a few things that we can do. One of them is relax for the majority of the day,
Uh-huh.
or go out and also do stuff.
I think going out and doing stuff is more interesting.
I mean, fair. Chaos, what about you?
Well, I'm just gonna follow one of you guys around.
Check for that chaos.
Oh,
Why
no.
is it glowing? Where is the thing?
The rat's been shaved.
Oh no, the rat has been shaved.
What does this whole symbol mean?
What? No. What is that effect? I can't figure out what that effect is.
If I remember correctly, it means that he
Oh,
started the glow.
Crying from not having a use. That's the effect. Crying from not having a use.
He has a hidden trait. The rat is useless, quote a kill.
A shame.
A shame. Wow.
That's just mean. Like, Martial Rat does have a use, thank you very much.
Oh, you said you didn't.
I didn't say that.
Look, you non-Fey emotions are confusing to me.
I'll feed you to Martial Rat if I have to.
Oh my god, is Snack making a resurgence?
I look at chaos.
No,
Then
don't
I-
insult Snack like that. Snack is... No.
Chaos, I look at you, then I get Monster Rat. Yeah, I don't think you want to eat me.
If I
Too much
eat you,
metal.
I'm worried you'll just end... If I eat you, I'm worried that Tiger will actually be the one that ends up killing you, not me.
No, you see,
He doesn't like roommates.
to understand. I have a lot of metal on me,
And I'm dead.
and poisons. Are you immune to
Doesn't work
poison?
on me. Not immune, but highly resistant.
You also have to understand, I have a giant metal man who is fully ready to rip your spine out and use it as
I have a
flail.
rat. I have a giant rat, a worm, and a demoness as a wife.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, when's the
Bring
marriage?
me on.
And you're a cleric.
Yes, I am. Which actually reminds me. Excuse me, I'm gonna go call Vanessa for a bit.
Yeah, you forgot about the banana farm, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Now,
not
were
like we
you
need to
going?
use
Were you going full cleric or saying half?
I was gonna, I'll stay half off.
Okay.
You're gonna go
You know, I
10
thought I
point.
was insane.
Okay, let's see. Where is it? There.
10 calls you wife. So who are you calling wife, Chaos?
Calling Vanessa wife.
Nice, cool.
Yes. Yeah, if I
Although-
don't, I lose my souls.
That's also called a banner farm, so you're technically banning Vanessa from the game at that point.
Banana phone.
Oh
Banana phone.
god. The phone rings, and you hear your lovely Vanessa pick up the phone halfway through the first ring, as if though she was sitting there waiting for it.
Oh.
Took
Hi,
you a
Vanessa.
bit.
Sorry,
Did I take
it's been a bit busy. We've been having to deal with some stuff, and I lost track of time. My apologies.
Just hearing your voice makes it all the better.
Yeah, same here. So, how have you been? What have you been up to recently? Have you dealt with the other person that pissed you off?
Oh yes. I'll send you some photos sometime.
Ooh, I would like that, but I would much prefer seeing you in person.
Oh, the riz on this man.
Get a room.
Don't worry about that, little man. My precious little gemstone.
Wow.
I think
It was so nice that she had to repeat it.
I think I want to rip my ears off now.
Because by the time we meet again, you may not
let
even
this
want
go
me to
going.
be there anymore because of what I will put you through.
I need an adult.
Any
You need an adult.
So, how long will it take for you to get here, or will it be quicker for me to go to you?
Oh, we have all eternity. Why are you trying to rush?
We may have an eternity together, yes, but that's without a physical body. I want to be with you with a physical one, so we can properly get married.
Oh man. Don't worry. We'll meet sooner than you think.
That's a threat.
Sooner than I think. I want
Precious
this
man.
to happen tomorrow. Does this mean it will happen today?
I don't
Oh my
think
god.
I don't think that will be physically possible.
If I learn a spell to summon demons, would I be able to specifically target you?
Depends on the level of summoning. But to summon one of my level would take quite a bit of payment.
I could.
I don't like this.
What could
You're
I
not getting the crystals.
Oh. I don't think my party would allow me have access to the crystals from that cult. So.
Oh well, you can always call me for a night at the very least.
Oh my god, she's asking for a booty call.
As long
I
as you
mean,
don't leave
yeah, why else
early
would a
in the
succubus give a phone out to someone?
As long as you stick around for breakfast the next day, sure.
Oh, it
My god.
depends on how much stamina you got.
I don't
I'm not
need
dead. I
sleep.
don't suffer exhaustion.
Exactly.
What a
Yeah.
terrible day to have ears.
Oh, don't
I'm
worry
not
with
dead, I don't
me,
sleep.
boy. You'll be wishing that you would suffer from exhaustion. I can't really say it in D&D terms.
Yeah, maybe we should stop this conversation.
Well, Well, don't you worry. I don't really need to breathe, so I'm sure I could satisfy you.
Oh my god.
Look what you've caused, demon.
Damn it, this is your fault!
But here's the thing, Katron. You're
What?
our group's designated voice actor.
Oh
Just
no.
slides lines over the table. Here you go. It's your turn now.
Oh, are you sure you want to do this?
Hey, that at least means I can unplug my headphones.
Yeah, you can unplug your headphones, but Twitch can't.
If everyone else has to deal with me flirting with Vanessa, then so do you.
Oh yes indeed, darling.
Why does that remind me of the designer from The Incredibles? Don't worry about it, darling.
Not
darling,
Edna,
please, no capes. No capes.
Edna, come on,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
it.
I guessed.
Now, is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I'm doing my schematics for weaponry and stuff.
Okay, and what about the other two?
I'm overhearing like this conversation in the distance, just like, yeah, now turn over to the sprite, and it's like, you want to play cards?
I'm too sober for this.
I need the card to be too big for my entire body.
Man, imagine doing a drunk stream.
I don't think you want that. If that's ever happening, my Ranger Rogue is coming out in full force. There's nothing I can do to stop it. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
And
Like-
I'll be designated party leader because I don't drink.
I wouldn't be drinking either. I don't have the money for alcohol at the moment.
You would be leading her around.
Oh,
It's like, come on, children, we'll be going this way.
Did you lock me in?
No. But Ma, I want to go and talk to a big scary man.
That was.
Do you know what? It's almost 7. How can we just end the session for today?
Did
I
I
want to end it right
ruin
now.
your
We're
day?
having so much fun.
Do you really want to end the session with Chaos basically getting a booty call from a succubus?
It's better to end it here than for it to continue.
So it'll
Touche.
continue next time. The first thing that people hear.
No, we're
You
not
guys-
continuing because we're going to.
You're lucky I did it in the bedroom. Imagine me taking the call out here.
Oh yeah.
Chaos, we all heard what you said. Don't worry, I'll send you to your wife.
I don't trust
In
you.
hell!
So I'm guessing that
Oh, yeah,
means
that's what that's gross.
that this will be where we are finishing today.
I cannot have the mental capacity to continue this.
Do you know what? I don't have a mental capacity to do with some people in this VC almost every day.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
Anyway,
Just wait until there's going to be a second character you can't stand, Demon.
Oh God.
You think we can beat
Hydrate.
our record of like 10 minutes, Chaos?
What?
You think we can beat our record of 10 minutes?
And moving. Who are we gonna rate today?
Is a good question.
Following same category.
Most definitely same category.
We have that all bards campaign again.
They're always fun to raid.
Let's roll for dragons.
Yeah, let's go and roll for dragons. Chaos, roll percentile.
Okay.
Okay.
The chances of us encountering a dragon are slim.
Slim, what do you mean? We're going into a horde of them. So, we are going to go and raid. Let's roll for dragons. They are doing the new All Bards campaign. We have raided them a couple of times before when they're doing this campaign. I have been your DM today, a demon. I have been joined with the lovely players Omega,
Goodbye, friends.
Nez,
Take care, everyone.
Katron,
It has been a pleasure.
and the one that got the only booty call today, Chaos.
Wow, diplomacy, everyone. You know, if they're playing an all bard campaign, I'd hate to see the child support.
Funny.
Oh, but yes, with that, I wish everyone has a lovely time zone. We will hopefully be back next week, Saturday, 7:30 Central Australian Time, doing something. I don't know what, but yeah. I wish everyone all the best. I'm gonna go and yeah, I need to go to the toilet. So bye.
Yeah, bye everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
Oh, hail.